But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Sure, they got one leg.
What's up, y'all?
Whoa, hold on.
Is that Linus Tech?
You do something. What you be doing?
I'm on here freestyling for people, man. Can I do a freestyle for you guys?
That's that dude. That's that TikToker.
Oh, damn. Yo, can I do a freestyle for you guys?
Give us one. Wait, turn up.
Hold on. We gotta give him words. We gotta give him words.
Give me the most creative, challenging words you can think of.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ambidextrous. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Another big one.
Another big
Chronicle.
one. Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. All right.
Okay. Revolutionary.
Ambidextrous, chronicle, Afghanistan, and revolutionary. Those are the words?
Yep.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Other artists really need to get their flex up. When it come to freestyles, yo, I'm next up. I be shining kinda like my man's necklace. Use both sides of my brain, I'm ambidextrous. I'm the freshest type. They can feel the vibes from left to right. Y'all know that I'm the dopest on jams. Ambidextrous, cause I can use both of my hands. Then again, it don't matter if I'm right or left-handed, cause I never write it. I hope you understand it. I provide it right off the tip of the brain. And when I'm spitting for my people, all my shit is insane. I make it happen. I'ma kick a rap verse. Shout to my homie with the necklace and the black shirt. Filming on the phone, gotta get it on your camera. They got questions, here is the answer. Yeah, I'm about to make it known. When I rhyme, I be entering the crazy zone. Thank you for the words, y'all came up with the good stuff. Shout the homie chilling in the middle with his hood up. I go beyond your flow, going places other rappers wanna go. Do it by myself, no sponsor, bro. I'm delivering the rap chronicles. You're a level up, I go beyond it. Matter of fact, I'm about to get you lifted like the Chronic. Can't nobody else rock this way. High like the Chronic, that's word to Dr. Dre. H-Mac, I'ma put it down. Every time I'm rhyming, they be loving my sound. Can't nobody really do it like me. Winning in my psyche. Shout my homie who be rocking Nike. On the zip up, I get props. Whenever I be spitting, they gon' see me on TikTok for hip hop. I'ma put it down for all of y'all. I be cold shivery. This here is the Chronicle delivery. Delivering the magazine and the periodical. I got the hottest flow, you know I brought it, bro. I ain't never slipping. Yeah, y'all just be assistant. I'm Michael Jordan, these rappers like Pippen. Think they on my level, homie, they be tripping. I grip the mic and then I'm about to slam the jam from LA to Afghanistan. I'm about to break it down till I find my peace. They put my music in the Middle East, yeah. All my lyrics are gigantic, I'm about to make a panic. They can feel my shit across the whole planet, yeah. Lyrics is what I'm about to push. He was like, yo, he's rapping right now. He said, shush, please be quiet, he's really getting down. I'ma blow your mind with the rhymes that's profound. I be doing me, and y'all know they never doing Harry. When it come to lyrics, all my flows are revolutionary. What I mean to say is when I'm spitting off the brain, I be revolutionary, go against the grain. I'm about to make a change the whole earth. I'm about to blow your mind with the freestyle verse. The beat style, but I wasn't ready to end. H-Mac be the freestyle internet trend. Let's go.
Yo.
There are a group of people that absolutely and honestly believe the earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the earth. There's no place to go.
That absolutely and honestly believe the earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Now, one thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the earth. There's no place to go.
Hey, good afternoon, gadgies and gadgets, or gadgies and gadgets, or loons and quines, or boys and girls, or mannies and wifeys.
Sure.
What else is that? Guys and gals. Ken dolls and Barbie dolls. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Yeah. I was up early this morning. I got a bit of sleep after the funeral night yesterday. I've slept 2 days in a row quite well. So that's how I ended up being up early and managing to do 2 videos. So yeah, that was good. That was good. So now we're going to do the end of this 33rd degree, ex-33rd degree testimony of Christ. We got literally halfway through it, so we'll get the other half done today. But first of all, as usual, I will play a couple of Jim's observations after I say hello to everybody in the chat.
My phone's on charge, so can't.
On Vicky's phone in charge. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'll be getting a phone call. I've got an appointment, a phone call appointment at 2:50, which is in about about 45 minutes away, I think. Yes, about 45 minutes away, I think the phone call is, or 35 minutes away or something. So when it happens, it'll probably only be a 5-minute call, but I'll just have to put it on mute and go silent for 5 minutes. But I'll be back. I'll be here. I won't stop the stream because they're never. I could just put a video on. I'll put a when the time comes. I'll put a video on. I'll put a music. I'll I'll put something on. I'll think of something at the time. I could just carry on. I could just keep playing the testimony for you guys, and I'll go and take the call. And that's what I'll do. Simple as that. By the time we get the phone call, we won't be finished yet. I don't think so. Yeah, start off with some Jim's observations, and see if anybody else comes in, because we've only got 7 in the house. We did have 10, but we've only got 7 new. Is anybody out? Let's see who's live. Who is live today at this time? Nathan Oakley, obviously, as usual. Anybody else? I know. Not that I know. No. Okay. Just Nathan. Okay, that's a bit of the old Jim Ennis's observations then. There we go. Put some new ones up there, Jim. Yes, you have. Let's start with the first one. Start. That one's interesting. Looks a bit red. We'll do that one next. Do these first 2. That's what I'll do.
The Amos in.
The Amos is in.
Hi, Amos.
He's in the house.
Mr. Amos.
In the house. In the house. There we go. Get through that. See if any other buggers come in.
He's not a bugger.
Any other buggers? I didn't say he was a bugger. I said any other buggers. Yeah, it looks like the weather's picking up a little bit.
Do you know what? I hope it stays nice when I'm out.
But even got the fan in the background because it's a little warm. Just got to go check that heating's up. Goodie.
If you turn the camera off and I need to do anything, I can.
What do you mean?
When you take the call.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose you could look after it if you want for a bit. Yeah, you could do that. You could just take over if you want. Can you do that?
For a bit, yeah.
There we go. When Vicky gets the phone call, when I get the phone call, Vicky will take over for 5 minutes. We'll get the call. That's a better idea. That's a better idea.
If you turn the camera off.
Obviously.
I'm in my pajamas.
She's in her pajamas.
And I've never taken my bra.
And she's known. You don't need to tell people that. Hey, Bazza in the house. Bazza in the house. Did I say? I didn't say hello to everybody individually, did I? I said I was going to and I didn't do it. I'll do it while Jim's takes playing. Right, so good to see you, PJ Cookshank in the house. Good to see you. I don't know how you pronounce that name. Summer Dutch Yum Yum. Good to see you. Summer Dutch Yum Yum. You knew you came in yesterday. Good to see you though. Sally, good to see you.
Hi, Sally.
Good to see you, sister. Bazza, good to see you, bro. Jermaine, it's always a pleasure. And that's it. That's it in the chat. We've got 9 in at the minute. It's a bit slow today. I thought we had 30 odd the other night. Now we've got 9. Thanks. Not many turned up to the premieres either, to be honest. But that's all good. I'm sure they'll get watched. Yesterday for what? What?
I don't know. I think I've got the mention.
Yesterday for what? Hey, Derek. Good to see you, bro.
Hi, Derek.
Good to see you. But hey, listen, these are good ones, Jim. It's a mad one. The music goes well with it as well, to be honest, Jim. Yeah, so I've been busy today. Two premieres have got out. I've actually just loaded one up to the new channel on Rumble. It's a 5-minute one, isn't it? Now? So my Rumble channel is up there. My new Rumble channel. That's up to it. Yeah. New Rumble channel. If anybody's not sub to it, following it, angling for truth. this is the same stream on Rumble. Nice, Jim. I like this one. Like a golden nut in the sky. Yeah, a golden nut, like a nut and bolt. No, nut and bolt. Ooh, shiny and bright. Ooh, pancakes. Shiny hexagon. More pancakes. Huh. Nobody's coming in today by the looks of it. Good views on this one the other day. Now it looks like nobody's coming in.
Quality over quantity.
I had some good views in my last, not 2 videos today, but before that, the last video, I'd say I don't usually get many views on my videos. The streams, yeah, but my videos, no. And that one to do with the security guards and the shoplifting, that did quite well. I mean, that nearly hit 200, I think.
Yeah, but you're nearly at 600 subs.
Nearly, yeah, 583 subs. Thanks, guys, for the couple of extra subs, whoever it is. Precious. I'm near, because close, another 17 subs. That's, yeah, another 17 subs, and I've hit the 600. That'll be it, man. But I won't be doing a sub. The next special will be probably about 800, maybe 700, and then 1,000, I think. I'm not going to do a 600 one because I did a 500 one.
I'll do one for every 100.
Yeah, I'm not going to do one for every 100.
Say,
I did one for the 100. I did one for the 300. Then I did one for the 500, didn't I? Yeah, that seems about right. Seems about right. Who else came in? Thomas Morgan, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. One more from Jim. Orion's plane. Wakey. Oh, aye. We got death rays in the sky. Looks like Space Invaders. I like it. Alright. And Ryan's plane. I like it. Look at your plane. Because it's an airplane. Ooh, we hit the double figures. We hit 10. Way, 10 in the who's. And hello to the 3 in the rumbles. It's nice. I wonder what distance that was. It's like cat's eyes in the sky. Ooh, we on 12.
You know that foot cream?
Mm-hmm.
You want to use it.
Is it nice?
Really good.
Nice one, Jim. Thank you, my brother. Right. Should we just get on with it? Get this testimony done. Whatever people think of the guy. I mean, I think he's legit. But let's carry on anyway. Let's carry on. We'll do what we do. Right, let's do it. Did I do it on the video file? Yeah, I did. Video file. Cool. Where are we? That one. There we go. And we
youngest guy in the lodge by 20 years. And this
far am we? Right, so it's an hour and 15. I think we were about 36. Hold on, hour and 15. Yeah, I think we're about 36 in. Yeah, 36 or 37. I'll go from 36.
Thing. And they brought out this black book, and there were all these names in it. And this one supposed high-level Satanist kind of officiated, and I swore an oath to.
Guys, says, I'm having a donut shoppy blend of Keurig coffee right now. This stuff is delicious. Sounds nice, man. Sounds nice. I'm just having a fruity, it's some kind of fruity Nescafe Arabica. Arabica. Just the normal instant coffee.
Yeah, you have milk in it.
I prefer milk in it. Just an instant at the minute. Just an instant.
Because
It does the job.
Pods.
Drank all the pods, so yeah, just an instant. It's all good. But yeah, it sounds nice, bro. Somebody else say something. Not a problem, not a problem, Jim. Not a problem.
Satan, my allegiance to him, that I would serve him for 7 years, and he would give me everything I wanted, wine.
See, 7. See how they always try and use the numbers to do with God? You know what I mean? Try and invent them to be part of their evil, like they did with the rainbow, what we were talking about the other day. Hey, Chilster, good to see you, brother.
Women's song, power, occult power, whatever. And at the end of those 7 years, he could kill me and take me to hell. By that time, I had been told that the Satanists believe that hell is like one long orgy of drugs, sex, and rock and roll, so to speak,
That's what I was saying the other day. There's all these Satanists and Luciferians think that the ones that actually think that Satan as an entity, do they actually think that Satan loves them? And when they go to hell to be with them, that he's got to have a party laid out for them? Some kind of nice party, disco party all the time. No party, just some kind of mad party for eternity. With drugs, like you said, drugs, sex, rock and roll, all the kind of stuff that they get on earth anyway. No, he hates them. He's going to torture them. Simple.
So I didn't think going to hell was a bad thing at that time. So I had to sign my name in blood in this black
Hey, Geocentric, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
book. And supposedly, this sounds funny, but I was supposed to go out and find 7 people.
Hey, Gio, we'll have to make a date sometime for you to come and do that presentation at some point. We'll have to sort that out at some point to come and sort that presentation out on my channel. That'd be cool.
People to sell their souls to the devil under me, so to speak, sort of like multi-level marketing, but for the devil. And I did. I got 7, and I feel so bad about this. I've contacted as many of these people as I can find to try and talk them out of it and, repent and all that. But, and still, I didn't have the things I needed. I had, my life was not good, even though I was supposedly this high-level warlock, satanic priest, blah, blah, blah. I was working at a nothing job. I was a security guard in a warehouse, barely getting by. And then what happened is I'd written a check. Every year I wrote a check to the Church of Satan. I think it was for $10 to renew my subscription. They had a newsletter, probably still do, called The Cloven Hoof.
Wow.
And
the cloven hoof, no doubt, because the goat has a cloven hoof and is unclean. Something that's got a cloven hoof, it was classed as unclean in the Old Testament with the Levitical laws. And goat, as in Baphomet, Satan, cloven hoof. Hey, Jeffrey, good to see you, man.
When I got the check back from the bank, because they used to do that, someone had written on the check, some lady by the handwriting, "I'll be praying for you in Jesus' name." And I just scoffed. And the funny thing is,
True, Jeffrey, true. He says, "How?" He says, "Hi." He says, "That's the same reward you get in Islam." And Italian virgins with swelling breasts. It's amazing how perverted the fruits of Satanism are. Absolutely, absolutely. Without a doubt, man. It's all there to try and tempt you, you know, hedonistic type of things.
let me just say, I had not had any contact with Christians. Nobody ever tried to witness to me. Nobody, had ever come to our door and try to, give us tracts or talk about Jesus. Even the Jehovah's Witnesses never came to our door because they were scared of us, because people understood, they'd see us out in the backyard in the moon.
They were scared of it. Jehovah's Witnesses were scared of them. Well, I'm surprised. Usually they're that persistent. They kind of, the persistence overcomes the fear.
Like in black robes dancing around, So anyway.
But I suppose that's a different type of thing. You see that black robes dancing about and that. Yeah, I think you're going to stay away. Hey, Rai, how you doing, man?
Hello.
Good to see you, man.
Cookie.
I got this check.
Oh. Say again, Ryan.
Hi, Becky.
There we go.
And I just scoffed at it. And literally within 24 hours, it was like I was hit with a freight train.
Why is he so quiet?
I lost all my occult power and believe the magical power is real. I lost my job. I got as sick as a dog. And I thought,
I know, Vicky just says, why do they say sick as a dog? I don't know. Why do they say sick as a dog?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I remember my dad saying it when he's talking about hangovers, sick as a dog, or sick as a dog, or sick as a pig, even sick as a pig as well.
Oh.
Yeah, and maybe they're known for puking up the food. I mean, they're not regurgitators and as such, are they, like birds and stuff? But I don't know. Maybe she's just sick as a chick. Funny.
what the heck, So we had an altar up in the attic. The whole attic, we painted it black. And we had a magic circle on the floor. I had a big statue of Pan, the horned god, all kinds of creepy stuff. And I went up there and I knelt and I prayed to Lucifer. And I said, what's going on? I've done everything you've told me. And my life is just increasingly.
I mean, I wonder when they actually pray to Satan, Lucifer, or whatever, the actual entity. I wonder if they get any kind of audio or vocal kind of message back, or kind of whatever, words back. Because I mean, I remember praying to God, and God's never spoke to me in words. But when I prayed to God once, I heard the devil's voice or demon's voice tell me I was too late. I've told this as part of my testimony before. So I'm wondering if when they pray to Satan, they actually hear audible sounds, audible voices. I wonder. Or if it's like us in a way, they get messages through other people, or through their texts or whatever. But obviously, if it did, it's only a mimicking of what the Holy Spirit does. An inversion.
Well, gone to hell, literally. And the funny thing is, even when I was praying to Lucifer, Jesus answered my prayer. Because the next day, we got a call from these two teenage Satanist girls from Chicago. They wanted to come up and meet me because they heard about I was this great satanic priest. And so they came up on the train. They said, we had a gift for you. And I thought, well, I could use a gift right now because I just lost my job. I don't have hardly any money, And they show up at the door and they sit a door.
Oh, sorry, I just see what Jesus Center says. Where was it? Oh, yeah. Sorry about not showing up the next day, like a week ago. But my hours. Hey, dude, that's all right, bro. That's all right. Don't worry about that, man. It wasn't a definite. It wasn't a definite anyway, was it? It was only if it could happen. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. We can listen. It'll happen at some point, bro. You like to say you're welcome. It'll happen at some point.
Lay at my feet, and they give me these 2 comic books from Chick Publication. Yeah, I assume you're familiar with Chick Publications.
I'm not. I think I'm too young for that.
It's a Christian publishing house, and he made these. I don't know how many
Absolutely, Gio. Absolutely.
there are now, but at the time there were like 15 or so full color comic books, but they were about Christian themes, and they were intended to be soul winning tools. And in the back of them, there was, a thing about, okay, how to get born again. And the 2 that these kids gave me, I say kids because they were probably in their late teens, one was called Spellbound and one was called Angel of Light. And you can look these up. They're probably available online.
Oh, Jeff, but we know the government can do things like that. Absolutely. The government has been able to put voices in human heads for 50 years now. It's literally called voice in head technology, no joke. Absolutely. I mean, I didn't know it was called that, but yeah, of course they can do things like that. But as we know, demons are real as well. So people can hear demons as well, So that's what I'm just wondering if it's played to Satan, do they actually hear vocal? Because I heard vocally a demon. I mean, I had audibly, I'm saying vocally, I had audibly a demon when I was asking God to come into my life, That's what made me believe in God more, because I had the demon voice.
And they are about the dangers of the occult.
Scary, absolutely
and about how Lucifer is really the god behind all.
Yeah, scary technology, man. It is solid with that scary type of technology, man. Horrible stuff. And they've probably, yourself, they've probably tested that on people that's unwilling and not knowing about it.
False religions. And I just looked at them and whatever, and threw them in the door in the closet and forgot about them. Well, anyway, the next day, there's a knock on the door and we open it up and it's Mormon missionaries. Never had one come before. And they always are, 2 of them. 2 young men. And I remembered what this guy said, this Grandmaster Druid, back in, 1973. We're now in 1980. And we joined the Mormon Church because we thought that was where we were supposed to be. This was a sign from Lucifer. So I joined the Mormon Church. I tried to be a good Mormon. I stopped doing dope. I stopped having orgies. I was just monogamous. And the only thing we did, because we had been led to believe by this Druid guy that the Mormons were white witches. And so we still did white witchcraft, but we didn't do Satanism anymore. We got all of that out of our lives. Went to the temple in the Mormon Church.
Oh, same to me. White witchcraft, black witchcraft. It's witchcraft. It's not of God.
Did all their secret rituals, which are very Masonic.
Well, let's actually stop there because this is actually important. What kind of role did you have in the Mormon Church? Because we just talked about missionaries coming to your house, and you said you.
Yeah, I mean, like he's been part of a lot of it. He was like into a lot of religions and that as well. So it was quite good to hear how that related to being a Mason as well. How we're all interlinked.
Can you explain a little bit, the progression and what kind of role you eventually got there?
Yeah, well, okay, you get baptized. And
absolutely solid. They had to develop technology somehow on someone that's just wrong, just so wrong. Absolutely. It's bad. It's really bad, the stuff they do, man.
And then after a year, if you, mind your P's and Q's and pay your tithing and all of that, you're...
Mind your P's and Q's. It means mind your pints and quarts, which is a measurement of liquids. Why does that mean swearing? Mind your P's and Q's. Mind what you say. Why does pints and quarts relate to swearing? I don't know.
Made an elder. And that's what I was. I was an elder. And then later, I was made an elders quorum president. So that's like an administrative role right under the big.
All these hierarchical roles, man, it's crazy. There's a chain of them, a ladder of them. You know what I mean? There's a penthouse. There's a pyramid. There's a pyramid. top of the pyramid to the bottom, pretty much.
Bishop. Now, understand, in a Mormon church, I don't know if it's still this way, but back then, this is in the 80s, a bishop, like most people think of a bishop as some really high level guy, you know. In the Mormon church, the bishop is the head of a local congregation. They call it a ward, W-A-R-D. And an elders quorum president is kind of like right under the bishop and takes care of administrative stuff. And I had gotten a temple recommend, which is like a card that allows you to go to the temple, because you're not allowed to go to the temple unless you're worthy. And at that time, we went to Salt Lake City, because that's like the Cadillac of Mormon temples, the Salt Lake Temple. And we went through the rituals, and that, I'll tell you, that's a whole story in itself. Do you want to get into that?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, well, so we go, now, mind you, we had information from this Grand Master.
At least he's very informative. I mean, he's got a lot of information now. So much so that it's hard to take in some of it, you know. But yeah, he's got a lot of information now.
Master Druid, he said, give these words to the guy when you go into the Mormon temple. And they had a system which was probably kind of ahead of its time. This was, let's see, 1981, where you had this card and it had a code on it. Like nowadays, everybody's familiar with this, some kind of magnetic coding. They'd put it into the machine and that would indicate that you're legit. And then we were told to say these words. And when we put these words into the computer after our card, the whole system, like, it crashed, the entire computer system.
No way.
And so they didn't know what to do about that. So they got rid of the people that they could. They took us through the ritual, which involves a whole, I mean, it's hours long.
See, hours-long rituals. I mean, what does that entail? You know what I mean? A ritual that takes hours and hours long. I mean, what? Why? I mean, everything's rituals with them, isn't it? It's all religiously set out. Nastiness.
It's kind of like the Masonic ritual on steroids. I mean, you go downstairs, you get all basically naked. They wash your body, and it's done.
Yeah, I know. I already knew that, Jeffrey, that he was part of a load of other religions. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. It would have been. It's nice to hear how it interlinks all these other religions to his Freemasonry. Yeah, I knew. Yeah. Cheers, Jeff.
Man to man, woman to woman, but they wash your body. They anoint your body with oil. You're given this magical temple garment, which you may or may not have heard of. And
magical garment sounds a little like the fabric of time, space, time continuum. Yeah, it sounds like Harry Potter.
What's interesting is, just to back one step up, a lot of people don't know Joseph Smith was the founder.
Who's been strangling the bishop? You've been choking the bishop.
Of the Mormon Church. In 1844, he was made a Master Mason in Nauvoo, Illinois. And after he was made a Master Mason, he kind of stole most of the Masonic ritual and created this temple ceremony. The whole thing is just bizarre, and I go into great depth. I have a
He buys a spear and magic helmet. Aye.
video called Mormonism's Temple of Doom, a DVD that you can get that goes into all this in detail. But anyway, this is where it gets kind of odd, because after this is all over, we were invited to go meet with the president of the Salt Lake Temple, which is kind of a big deal. And he said,
no, to me it's not.
What can I do for you? And I said, well, we've been told, we didn't say by a druid, but we've been told that we need to talk to an apostle. Now, understand that in the Mormon Church, there's this hierarchy. There's the prophet, who's called the president, and then there's the first presidency, which is 2 advisors and the prophet. Under them are 12 apostles. So he said, well, I'll see what I can do. So he arranged for us to go to the church office building and meet with one of the 12 apostles. At that time, it was Elder James Faust. Believe it or not, that was his name, Faust, which is kind of weird. Faust is a very prominent name in the history of the occult. So we went there, up into the church office building, and to make a long story short, he said, well, what do you want to talk to us about? I said, well, we had these dreams. And this is true. And again, back then, nobody knew what was going on in the Mormon temples. The stuff had not been made public in any way. A couple of years after this,
Very good to see you. It's a strange look. He's just an old man with a beard, dude. That's what I think.
Chuck and Dolly Sackett.
Yeah, he does look a bit farmerish, yeah. Yeah.
Put out a book called What's Going On in There. They were former temple workers, and they revealed the whole thing. But at this time, there was no anybody. And I said, we saw this ritual where there was this white altar with a satin covering.
See, rituals for absolutely everything. Rituals for everything. It's crazy. All these different dress codes, different things you have to do during rituals, the length of time it takes. It's madness. Madness.
Just like what's in the celestial room of the Mormon temple. And on it was this naked young girl, and everybody was around it chanting, "Hail Lucifer." And he said, this apostle guy, he said, well, I can tell you are very extraordinary people, and I bear you my solemn testimony. This is a big deal. If you ever talk to a Mormon, if they start saying, I bear you my solemn testimony, this is like a big deal for them. That what you have said is true. And if you can come to Salt Lake.
I bear my solemn testimony. Is that what he said? I think that's what he said. To go back a little sec. It sounded like I bear my solemn testimony.
Well, I can tell you are very extraordinary people, and I bear you my solemn testimony. This is a big deal.
I bury you my solemn testimony. I bury you my solemn testimony. Let me hear it.
If you ever talk to a Mormon, if they start saying, I bear you my solemn testimony, this is like a big deal.
Bury you my solemn testimony. Okay.
For them. That what you have said is true. And if you can come to Salt Lake and live here, we will find a place for you in the worship of the temple.
So I'm actually curious about one thing. So you talked about the Druid telling you that this Luciferian secrets were found in Freemasonry and in the Mormon Church, right? And you had been a Freemason at that point. You also went to the temple in Salt Lake. Can you talk about the similarities, if there are some, and what are they between Freemasonry and Mormonism?
Well, first of all, if you go to Temple Square.
Well, they're all lying in the same bed, so there's obviously a lot of similarities.
You'll see.
What?
I hope they're not all in the same bed.
Well, you know what I mean. It's a saying, but yeah, they're all in it together. So, yeah, of course, there's going to be similarities.
Sonic handshakes. You'll see the all-seeing eye.
Symbology, handshakes, different patterns, different ways of moving. You know, it's madness. Madness. Hey, Luke, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I've watched hours and hours of Bill over the years. His story helped me convert to being born again Christian. You're talking about this guy here. I'm watching now. I'm reviewing now, Luke. Is that what you're talking about? I like him. I like his story so far. I like his story. I did do the other half of it the other day. But yes, I like his story so far. It's cool. It's a good story. It's a good story. Good testimony. Good testimony. I mean, if he's involved in all these things and come through the other side, fantastic, man. Fantastic. But yeah, good to see you, Luke. Good to see you, Dean. And else, come in. Good to see you guys. Good to see us.
You'll see the sun, the moon, the stars. There's no crosses on the Mormon temple.
Bill, yeah, I knew. Do you know something? I knew his name was Bill as well. I knew that, and you said Bill, and it just slipped my mind. I knew it's Bill Schmidt or Schnood. Oh, I can't remember how to pronounce it. I should have put it in the description when I knew his name, but I didn't. Flats told me as well. Snowden. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Bill, old Bill. He's a good. He seems like a good old boy, man. Seems like a good old boy, and he's been through it. He knows what he's talking about, and he's very informative. He's putting a lot of information in this. It's good. Good.
There's nothing Christian on the outside of the Mormon temple. When you get inside the temple, most of the similarities are the fact you go through 3 levels. And in each level, you're taught hand signs and handshakes and things that are all very similar to Masonic stuff. And you
see, very similar because they're in the same bed. Simple. Two of a kind, many of a kind, should I say. I'll post on the cart when it comes to this kind of stuff as well. You know what I mean?
were made to swear an oath.
I'd say Schnobelin. It's still hard to say Schnobelin. Bill Schnobelin. That's it. Schnobelin. I'm gonna have to get that to stick in my mind. Schnobelin. It's a strange name, but Bill. Old Bill will do for them. Old Bill Schnobie. That'll do. Old Bill Schnobie. Nah, story's brilliant, man. His story's brilliant. His testimony is great.
And when in the first level, which I think is, it's been ages since I've gone through all of this. You put your hand to your throat and go like this, the same as you do in the entered apprentice degree of the Masonic Lodge. In the third level, you are taught another set of secret handshakes, and then you're instructed, and this is where it gets really Masonic. You're instructed to go up, and they have this veil, which they say is like the veil in Solomon's temple. So you've got
when he said veil, that's exactly what came to my head. The veil in Solomon's temple, especially to do with Freemasonry as well.
Masonic.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Luke's dad had an operation, didn't he?
Oh yeah, Luke. Yeah, remember you said about praying for your dad? We did that day and that. How's your dad anyway? Has he been doing well? Has he been recovering from his operation? Luke, me talking to Vicky just reminded me that.
Can you turn the camera on?
Yeah.
Markings. You have a square and a compass on your chest. You have another marking on your navel and another Masonic marking on your knee. Okay. These same markings are on the veil, but they're stitched.
Aye, absolutely, Luke. Mormon and Catholic Church are both Masonic organizations, i.e. satanic organizations. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They're on bed with each other. They're exactly the same. Yeah, I get you. Absolutely, man.
So they're holes. And there's a guy on the other side of the veil that you can't see who represents Heavenly Father. He represents God.
Wow. So you've actually got someone representing Heavenly Father. Are they talking? Is Heavenly Father meant to be my Heavenly Father or the demonic Heavenly Father, as in Satan? Is that what they mean by Heavenly Father? Satan? Or are they talking about my Heavenly Father?
And you go up
I would say Satan.
to this guy, and you're instructed, you put your hand through the veil, and this is called the 5 points of fellowship. And this is right out
5 points of fellowship. Yeah.
Out of Masonry and right out of witchcraft. Gardnerian, Alexandrian witchcraft, and Masonry and Mormonism all have these 5 points. And the 5 points.
Let's see. Yes, mate. Thanks lots. He's recovering well. I said thank you in your chat the other night, but you must have not seen it. Oh, right. Okay, dude. Sorry, I didn't realize. But yeah, nice one for letting me know, bro. Thank you. Excellent. That's brilliant news. That's excellent. Fantastic.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I'm just sure. Oh, Vicky didn't see it. Look, he said yes. That's thanks a lot. He's recovering well. I said thank you in your chat the other night, but must not have seen it. So yeah, he's recovering well. With
Well, that's great. Thanks.
brilliant.
Listen.
Absolutely.
of fellowship are foot to foot, knee to knee, hand to back,
No
breast
problem,
to
brother.
breast, and mouth to ear. I think I got that right. And anyhow, so you're embracing this unknown guy through this veil, and he whispers to you the secret name of the celestial kingdom. And you ready for this?
I don't know. I think
There's a lot of information to this, isn't there? There's a lot of stuff in this, and he's probably just covering a little tiny percentage of it. You know, I mean, until the other day when I started, we seen the first part of this the other day. I thought that Illuminati, all these kind of secret societies, was all within the 33 degrees of Freemasonry. I didn't know it went any higher than 33 degrees. I mean, I just thought that all this secret societies and everything, Illuminati, I thought it was all contained within 33 degrees. Did not realize whatsoever that it went beyond that. It's crazy. 33 degrees is just the foundation levels. So crazy, man. So crazy.
It's health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and in the sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me and my posterity for all generations of time and all eternity. Now, that might sound reasonably benign, except for the fact that it's almost word for word out of the satanic grimoire. It's a satanic incantation. The only difference is that obscene words are used. And then, when you're done with that,
I know, I was learning. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even realize that, Luke, to be honest. 33 is where it starts. I know, that's what I'm saying. Foundation levels. I didn't realize that. I thought it was all contained within that 33. I didn't know. It's madness.
this guy draws you through the veil.
It's flat. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, brother.
Into what is called the celestial room, the celestial kingdom. And basically, it's like this beautifully appointed, everything is in white or light beige, with sofas. It's like being in a really fancy hotel lobby. And people are invited to just sit and absorb the wonderfulness of it. And they believe, literally, that God the Father, who they believe to be a man in a body, and they believe that he invisibly walks around this celestial room. And I don't know if you know this or not, but they believe
so they're not talking about Satan, God. They're talking about actual God the Father. My God the Father, but being a man, walking around. Come on, that's ridiculous. That's craziness. Nuts.
he has hundreds of goddess wives, and that he is constantly impregnating these wives who give birth to spirit children who come down. And they believe that every child that is born on earth is first fathered in heaven with Heavenly Father and one of his goddess wives.
Yeah, I've heard about that. And I think a lot of Mormons, if they hear you talking, they would say that's not true. But if you actually go back to the history of what Joseph Smith taught, like you'll see. And if you talk to some of the elders probably in the Mormon church that know about this stuff, they'll tell you about it. But what I find in what you said is essentially that, the details of Mormonism and Freemasonry, like the details are different, but the structure is very, very similar. And you can see where kind of Joseph Smith took it from, especially since he was a Freemason. So that's super interesting. I want to go back to your story, though, because you joined the Mormon church.
Oh, it's flat. It says I had Vicky. Say hi to Vicky.
Hi, it's flat.
church to try to help your life. Your life was, you were really struggling at the time, and you're trying to, become a better person, have a better life, and all of that. What did your life look like inside of the Mormon?
Hold on, Jefferson. But the Catholic Church was created by Jesus. Well, I beg to differ with that one. I'm sorry, beg to differ with that one. I'm not going to agree with you ever on that one.
Church.
Well, it was better, but of course, part of that was because I was no longer actively worshiping the devil. I mean, I thought I was worshiping the true God, but I wasn't. And
weird. Yeah, my phone appointment was meant to be 10 to 3, and they haven't rang yet.
Check. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. 2 seconds, guys. Let me just check. I've got to check something online. So give me a sec, guys. What the heck? Should have called by now. I'll then cancel that again. It's likely what they do. If it was me, hold on, here it comes now. Just those trying, right? Sorry, guys. Babe, will you take over? Right, let me turn the camera off. Right, take over. Hello. It is, yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Hello. Ooh, just squeak the chair. Right, I'll put it on.
I eschewed all of my vices. I mean, I was no longer doing cocaine or smoking dope, or I never was one for drinking alcohol. So, I mean, it was better, but as I rose in the ranks, and this is kind of I'm glad you asked this question, as I became an elders quorum president. And again, I don't know how things are now, but back in this, this was in the early 80s, the elders quorum president was supposed to see that all of these guys under him, these elders, would go out and visit every home in the ward, in the local congregation, to see how they were doing and to bring them a message from the prophet, quote unquote. And I'll tell you one thing the Mormons get right. Like I tell people, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And they are very good at taking care of their people. If you saw a neighbor who was in trouble in some way, like they needed their sidewalk shoveled or whatever, you would go do that. And the idea was you were going to go and love bomb this neighbor and make them want to join the Mormon church. And that's pretty good. I mean, I don't fault that. But, you got to realize, for me, let me just put this in perspective. At this time, I had a job working in a retail store, 40 hours a week. In addition to that, I literally had to spend another 40 hours a week working for the Mormon church with no pay, because none of the people, except at the very highest levels of the Mormon church, get any salary. So again, that's an admirable thing. But I was just working myself to death. And oftentimes I would have to go and do the home teaching because I couldn't find somebody else to do it. And I would visit these people and I would talk to these people. I'll tell you this one story. There was this one guy, I won't say his name, but he was this older fellow. He was sweet as can be, married, had a family, but he was stuck at being a deacon. A deacon is a 12-year-old boy. If you turn to the age of 12 years old, the bishop lays hands on you and makes you a deacon. So this guy was stuck at being a deacon because he wasn't worthy. Why wasn't he worthy? He couldn't stop smoking. And as you may know, there's the big no-nos in the Mormon churches. You can't smoke. Of course, you can't take any kind of illegal drugs, and you can't drink coffee. So this guy was trying, I don't know if you've ever been a smoker, but it's a hard thing to get off your back. And I would give this guy priesthood blessings. I would pray with him. I would fast with him. I'd do all this, and he was stuck. He was going to end up being like the Mormon church's only 90-year-old deacon. Because
don't know if I missed anything. Did I miss anything, Ben? Oh, Bones Jones. Hi, Bones Jones. Good to see you. T. Ronnie, good to see you. Wow, I haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Yeah, exactly, Jabaz. I will never agree that the Catholic Church was made by Jesus. Never, never.
Of the merciless quality of Mormonism and the fact that it didn't really have any power to transform his life. And there were numerous stories like that. And it began to put a crack in my belief in Mormonism, because I thought, okay, if this is the true church, which is what they teach, then why, if I'm holding the priesthood?
For Jax in the Rumble side. Good to see you, For Jax. Good to see you on the new channel, Angling for Truth. Bless you, bro. Bless you. Thanks, brother.
You know, I was a holy Melchizedek priesthood elder, and if I laid
Holy Melchizedek priesthood elder. Holy Melchizedek priesthood order. Wow, wow, wow.
hands on a guy to be set free from nicotine, why didn't that work? Especially when I was doing it like every week.
Especially because you had been in the occult before and you had some of the power of the occult. And so it's like you understood.
I mean, did he have the power of the occult, or was it the power of the dark side that had the power and used him? I think he wouldn't have any power at all.
That there was power somewhere and that Lucifer could give you power, and that you thought you were in the true church and you found none of this power. So I understand. But what did you do? Because you said it started to question your whole worldview. Like, how did that develop over time?
Well, yeah. And okay, leaving on that, I ended up having to move out of Milwaukee, because at that time my wife wanted to go to nursing school, and there was a nursing school in Dubuque that was good. And so I was without a job. And I had some time on my hands, and I was trying to find work. And I was plugged into the local Mormon church in Dubuque, the ward there. But of course, I was no longer an elders quorum president. And I saw this thing in the local penny advertiser, you know, that said, oh, there's going to be a prophecy seminar at this park. I went, oh, well, that's good. I thought I can go to this prophecy seminar, because it didn't say what church it was, and I can steal some sheep because I belong to a church that's being run by a true prophet, you know, whoop-de-doo. And so I went to this thing, and I had never been to a Protestant service. And
what? It just went from 15 in chat to 5 to 4. What on earth? Did everybody just disappear, or is this a mistake? It must be a mistake because there's more than 4 in chat. That's weird. It says 4 watching, and I've got more than 4 in chat. Surely it was up to 15. It was nearly up to 20 people, and now it's saying 4. Something going on there. That's weird. Unless there is just 4, it probably just died out, and I wanna. What the heck?
there was this evangelist up there, and they were talking about the book of Revelation. And this guy was presenting the gospel in the context of explaining their version of what the book of Revelation means. So anyway, he was talking about how you're saved by grace through faith, you know, the basic Christian gospel. And I kind of raised my hand, being, you know, this wiseacre, because they didn't know I was a Mormon. And you see, Mormons teach that basically there's only 2 choices for the true church. Either the Catholics, who claim, you know, to have.
I'll read that out loud because I completely agree. Started churches in homes and fields. So I think that's continued to something else. I don't know. Sorry, but I've tried them all, big and small. No church will ever address anything of consequence. Just milk, no meat, coffee and light shoes, and worldly stand up. Exactly, without a doubt. You get the fundamentals in a church. The rest is all crap doctrine, manipulated doctrine, mistaken doctrine, fallacious doctrine, or either that or just pure heresy. So I agree, Wagner. I agree.
this apostolic succession all the way back to Peter up to the present day, or else Joseph Smith, who was supposedly given this mandate in the year 1830 by the angel Moroni and by John the Baptist and whatever. And because they said that all the Protestant churches were split off of the Catholic Church, and so therefore they had no authority. And so either you got to be a Catholic or you got to be a Mormon. And so I raised this point with this guy, and he says to me, well, where do you get the idea that you need to be baptized in order to be saved? It says in Acts 16:31, believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, now shalt be saved.
Yes, but if you're talking about Jefferson, I respect his decision, but you're incorrect about the church because it's biblical to be part of one. That is, the early church was underground and had to worship in catacombs. Yes, it was. But why are you saying that it's the Catholic Church that is the Jesus' original church? Why would you think that when it's so corrupted? I mean, and the thing is, we're not all meant to, yes, we're meant to come together as a body in the body of Christ, to come together in fellowship. Not in the Catholic Church. Not in the Catholic Church. No way is that of Christ. No way, I'm sorry. That can't be of Christ. Sorry.
And thy house. And that was the Bible verse that hit me. You know, because I'd already read the whole King James Bible, because the Mormons use the King James Bible. I read the Bible through 5 times as a Mormon, but I'd never seen that verse, like, you know, how Bible verses leap out at you. And this verse went through my magic Mormon underwear like a bullet through a sheet of wet tissue paper.
And also, Jesus did also come to divide. Come to divide. Wheat from chaff.
And I went home and I was trembling and I prayed and I fasted.
Come with an axe.
Because that's what Mormons are supposed to do. If you run into a spiritual dilemma, it says right in Doctrine and Covenants, which is one of the Mormon scriptures of the 4. They have 4 scriptures. They have the Bible, the Book of Mormon, Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. And I prayed and I fasted. And supposedly, if you do that, if what you're thinking of is true, you get a burning in your bosom. And if it's not true, the Holy Spirit will send you a stupor of mind and you will forget what you're even talking about.
It says, take this and remember of me, drink of the wine, which is the blood of Christ, which he shed for you, and the bread, body of Christ, which was broken for you. It doesn't say you have to take it weekly, religiously. It just says as and when, pretty much. And you've got to make sure you've got a decent heart when you do it. That you're not holding any grudges or you're bringing judgment upon yourself. But yeah, it's not. Don't have to do it. You don't have to do it weekly, like a religious thing. It's doing it in remembrance of him. It's just to symbolize Jesus in remembrance of him. You don't have to do it every week. You do as and when. Yeah, juice and crackers ain't saving souls. That's right. That's right.
If Catholicism is what Jeffrey says it is, then why do they pray to Mary?
Exactly.
She's not Christ or God.
No, exactly. Nobody should be praying to Mary. Nobody.
Where in the Bible is that?
It's not.
Exactly.
It's not.
So you can't. If you want to say it's the original one.
Yeah, exactly.
How come your doctrines are so different to what are actually said?
Exactly. But says religion is the biggest stumbling block to God. Absolutely. Luke said, Flat to me did a three-part series proving the Roman Catholic Church is anything but Christian. It's actually anti-Christian. It was 6-part. It was 6-part. You and Flats did a 6-part series, and I reviewed that 6-part series. Yeah. So, it was 6 parts you did, Luke. You and Flats did 6. And then I reviewed it. Yeah, absolutely. And Luke was brought up in the Catholic Church as well. So he knows what he's talking about as well. Luke was brought up in the Catholic Church.
Why does the Catholic Church need so much money?
Yeah, exactly. Why are they so rich?
Why are there people struggling?
Why are they so rich? Yeah, right. Let's go on with this testimony. Exactly.
So I didn't get either one. And so I did bring to mind the comic books that I had gotten 5 years earlier or more by this time. And I went and dug them out because I remember in the back it was How to Be a Christian. And so I got down at the foot of my bed. I knelt. I took off my magic Mormon underwear because I didn't want any static on the line when I talked to God. And I prayed the prayers in the back of that comic book, and I got born again. And that was the beginning of my journey as a true Christian. So I got saved partly through the Assemblies of God, but then I was going to study to be a minister, and there were stipulations that if you were either you or your wife were divorced, and my wife was a divorcee, you can't be a minister. At that time, that was the rule in the assembly. So I went over to the Foursquare Church, which is a symbol. I don't know if you're familiar with charismatic churches, but it's another charismatic church. And there,
I'm anti-Catholicism. I'm not anti-Catholic. Some Catholics are saved without a doubt. They confess Christ. I'm anti-Catholicism, and nobody's attacking the early Church of Christ. They're talking about the crap of Catholic Church. They're not talking about the early Church of Christ. They're talking about Catholic Church. If you're not happy, hey, listen, Jeffrey, hold on, Jeffrey. Listen, Jeffrey, I think you're sounding all that, but if you're not happy with the way people are talking, yeah, then leave.
the pastor and his wife did deliverance on me. I got set free from a whole legion of demons, I'm sure.
Especially with the things you were involved in, a lot of which we didn't touch on because they're quite graphic, and for the sake of time, we can't talk about everything that you've gone through because you have so much. There's something that you talked about. Obviously, we talked about you selling your soul. Now you accepted Jesus. I remember you talking about how the covenant or the deal that you made with the devil was for 7 years. So what happened with that?
Well, thankfully, okay, that was made in 1979. And I got saved in 1984. And when I got saved, that wiped out that stupid covenant. It took the power of the devil off of me because I became a child of God. And of course, I renounced that covenant. Part of, I know there's different ways that people do deliverance. And I don't know how familiar you are with deliverance, but, one of the things that we encourage people to do, and I was encouraged to do.
He guides people with the Holy Spirit who are the body of Christ, not a bloody building with Catholicism as its doctrine. Couldn't even get the word out. People are the body of Christ.
Was like I went through and I renounced all of my Masonic oaths. I renounced all of the oaths and covenants I took in the Mormon Church. I renounced the baptismal vows of the Catholic Church. And I renounced that oath that I took to the devil in that park in Glen Ellen. And nailed it all to the cross.
So,
well, listen, go out if you want. I'll never agree with Catholicism. Catholics are fine. Catholicism, no. If you're not happy with it, go. I don't care.
Catholicism's so great, it turned me away from
it. Sucks. God. It sucks. Catholicism sucks. Hey, do you know something? Jeffrey, you can go. You can go. I'm done with you. I'm done.
Take your spanner. So defensive about his religion. His religion that's nothing but corrupt and evil.
Bye, Felicia. So, Felicia.
Go and lick the Pope's
See what it looks like. It's definitely not Felicia.
Go and lick the Pope's house somewhere else.
It was, you became a Christian before the 7 years had actually passed. And who knows what would have happened if that didn't. I guess we're never going to know. But there's something else that I would not be a good interviewer if I didn't ask you, because Freemasonry is kind of a secret thing. You can't talk about it. You already mentioned that you're breaking these rules. How were you able to be so open against Freemasonry?
Some folk just cannot understand. Some folk just cannot understand.
I know, but why come in when you
I
know
thought T.
I
Ronnie,
repeated
what's wrong with
it?
T. Ronnie? I didn't know T. Ronnie was a Catholic. T. Ronnie a Catholic? And come on. Seriously. You really think Catholic Church is Christ's church?
No, we see that.
Come on.
Masonry as a former Mason, do you have any repercussions? Did that ever happen to you?
Oh.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, you could say that. I have had so many attempts on my life, can't even begin to tell you. But what partially helped me was the fact, and I'll just insert this little tale since you say you like stories.
That's it, Ryan. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, Paul.
No, but it's not like you've ever been quiet on your opinion of Catholicism.
I know. I tell everybody all the time when it comes to Catholic stuff. I always say, listen, I haven't got a problem with Catholics. Catholics confess Christ. Some of them are just deceived. Some of them confess Christ and mean it, and they believe it in their heart that Jesus Christ died and was raised again, died for their sins and was raised again, and they confess it with their mouth. So they confess the same thing as us. So some of them, yes, I believe, are saved. It's not Catholics I've got the problem with. It's Catholicism. The whole religion and cult of it, you know? I mean, look how many people it's messed up. Luke grew up in the Catholic Church. Matt grew up in the Catholic Church. He's rebelled against it. Vicky grew up in the Catholic Church. She rebelled against it. Everybody I know that grew up in Catholic, well, not everybody, obviously. Look, we see the fruits of the Catholic Church. Is that Christ? No. If the fruits ain't of Christ, then it's antichrist. Then it's never a church founded on Christ. Iron sharpen's got to be able to take a hit. Pazza says iron sharpen's got to be able to take a hit.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
That's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, I don't usually mind Jeffrey in here, but when he's starting these Catholic crap like that, he knows how I feel on it. You know, no, you can just stay away. He doesn't come in often anyway. He only comes in when it's a story that suits him. You know, that's it. Whereas, you know, something that he likes. I don't see him any other time. I don't see him any other time anyway. So it's one of them. It's one of them.
When I moved to Dubuque, I wanted to go and reconnect with the Masonic Lodge in Dubuque. And so I went to and this was right after, literally about a week after I got born again. The Masonic Lodge had, they called it a High 12 luncheon, which was on Friday noon, and everybody was welcome. And I went to this luncheon. It was like a free meal. And I got in there, and it's down in the basement of this big lodge thing, downtown Dubuque. And as I was eating, I could feel this darkness.
Absolutely, Dylan. The chanting they do in Catholic churches creeps me out. No wonder. Because it's creepy.
I've been in Masonic lodges hundreds of times, but because now I had the Holy Spirit within me, I could feel something dark and evil and oppressive just pushing down on me. And I, ate the lunch, and I felt like this voice in my head saying, "My son, get out of here." So I even skipped dessert, which for me was a big deal back then. And I went outside, and this was in June, the bright June sunshine, and I felt like this incredible weight was off me. So I went home, and I was led to go to Ezekiel chapter 8. Let me just read it, because it's amazing how this dovetailed with the Masonic Lodge. Okay, here we are.
I'm not even in chat.
Oh, he said somebody got banned and I'm not even in chat. I know. Well, it just ended up being a bit too much in the end. Like just chanting. He ended up just chanting, so he can chant off. I mean, I might free him in about a month.
Oh, boy.
I haven't freed anybody I've ever. Well, I have a couple of people. I've freed a couple of people that I've banned, but not many. Oh, I don't know. The sound came on the YouTube side. There we go. We're back. Hey, Aurorian. Good to see you. It must be your first time here. Good to see you. No, I know the name. I know Aurorian's name. I've seen Aurorian in Flatzers. This guy seems legit. He is. You watch this. He is legit. Without doubt. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with him. Luke in chat. He this guy helped him with Luke's Christianity sort of thing. Not personally, as in face to face, but yeah, his guy's testimony helped Luke with his Christianity walk. You know, yeah, everything he said so far. The first part. This is the end of the second part. There's only like 7 minutes left. So yeah, I think he's completely legit.
I'm not going to read. It's kind of long, but he says he's digging through the wall, and he says, you know, and this is in verse 13 of chapter 8. He said to me,
Thomas Morgan, I felt like that when I was at Duffy's, at Will Duffy's church in Denver. Like God was telling me to get out and don't come back.
Oh.
He absolutely 100% was.
Yeah. You'd have got conned if you'd have stayed.
Without a doubt. I didn't know you went there. What did you go there for, bro?
this angel or whatever, turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do, meaning the elders of Israel. And he brought me to the gate of the Lord's house, which is toward the north, and behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz. Now, Tammuz is a false, slain, and risen god who's part of the Masonic.
Not a problem, Aurorian. You're always welcome.
Pantheon. Then said unto him, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see the greater abominations than these. And he brought, now this is critical, verse 16, and he brought me to the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they worshiped the sun toward the east.
Right.
Now, why is that important?
Helios, worshiping the sun. Like the heliocentrics do.
Well, Masonic temples are required to face east. The worshipful master is in the east, and he is a symbol of the sun. And all the devotions of the Masonic Lodge face east. That means theoretically.
Is that free burrito for globe believers?
They have their back to the Ark of the Covenant. They have their back to the truth.
Akuma.
And
burritos. Oh no, breakfast burritos.
There's a thing in Masonic ritual. They have a ritual you go through whenever they open the lodge. You know, every week they open the lodge.
Yeah,
and
absolutely, Thomas. Yeah, exactly. Please, sun worship is their soul lure system. Absolutely, bro. Solar system. I like it.
They go around, and when they come to the worshipful master, it says, as the sun rises in the east to rule and govern the day, so
come in for free coffee and donuts and pagan holidays. Come on. Come on, come on. We accept you as you are.
also rises the worshipful master in the east to rule and govern the lodge. And then the master stands up and he knocks up the lodge, which means he raps the gavel 3 times. And the symbolism was so vivid when I saw that scripture. because I had been immersed in Masonry for 9 years. I knew it backwards and forwards, and I realized this was an indictment of the Masonic Lodge. And within a week, I sent a letter to the Masonic Lodge and asked to have my name taken off the rolls.
There's so much, and for the sake of time, I know you have to go, so we'll have to wrap it up. It's unfortunate because there's so many things that we could talk about, but you wrote books, you have a bunch of stuff. If people want more detail, they can go there, they can find you. I'll put all the links on the website. If you go in the description of this episode, you'll be able to find all of that. But to end, Bill, I want to ask you and give you this opportunity to give a message. And usually I only ask people one, but for you, I wanted to make it a little bit different because you've been in so many different things. You were a Satanist, a Freemason, and a Mormon. So if you had a message to give to each one of these people that are listening today, what would it be?
Well, I mean, let me start with witches / Satanist. I mean, those people are worshiping power. They think they are trying to become one with nature, but the power they are trying to...
That's true, though, about that. Got kids chasing eggs, same time preaching resurrection. You know? Exactly. Painting eggs, rolling them down the hills and stuff. It's a pagan thing.
We do free stuff.
It's a pagan thing. Grab some chocolate.
No, but we'll have like a leg of lamb.
Oh yeah, leg of lamb. Oh yeah, we eat lamb and that, definitely. But no, we don't do the Easter roll, Easter egg things down the hill, painting eggs and stuff like that.
Actually, we're not even going to see each other at Easter.
No. Yo mama. Joe mama. Joe dada. Who's Joe?
You're going to have to get Ken's Easter eggs and give them to Jane.
I know.
Tap is the power of the devil. And I know a lot of these people, even some Satanists, will say, we don't believe in the devil except as an archetype, as a symbol. But they're whistling in the dark. They're making a grave mistake that can cost them their souls. Because, it doesn't matter what you think you believe. The truth with a capital T is out there, and Yeshua is the way, the truth, and the life. And if you reject him, as most witches and Satanists do, then your fate is not good.
Joe the Torogan, aye.
It's not that God is this big meanie in the sky who's going to send you.
PJ, Paul Joe. Joe right here. Paul Joe.
You to hell. It's your decision.
Because everybody's talking about Joe's.
To ignore Christ or to mock Christ, whatever you want to call it, that is a decision that's going to cost you an eternity in a very dark place. And you don't want to do that. And essentially I would share that same message. I mean, Masons, again, a lot of Masons are Christians. But the problem is, like Elijah.
Joe Cool, it's a good one. No, he definitely couldn't be confusing Satanism with Luciferianism. He's been in every religion there is. He spoke about Luciferianism and Satanism. He knows the difference between them. He knows that one's like an ideology and one actually has an entity, sort of thing. Is a god, as a deity, so to speak. No, he knows definitely a cool one. Unless you're talking about Joe Cool.
Just said to the prophets of Baal in 1 Kings 18, how long halt ye between two opinions? If Baal is God, serve him. But if the Lord is God, serve him. The Mason, he might be the nicest person you might imagine, but he's knelt at the altar of Baal. He may have one knee on the altar of Christ and one knee on the altar of Baal. And these two things are going to
certainly cannot. Not to get to heaven, that's for sure. Cannot be lukewarm. You can't have your foot on one side and your foot on the other foot on the other. Can't be on the fence either. Can't have a foot either side, or you can't be on the fence. You got to be tipped over to one side of that.
Drift apart. And in my experience, I've been ministering to Freemasons since 1988, and it's very hard for a mate.
Fair play to him if he's been out of that long as well. Fair play. Betwixt, yes, very good word. Who said it, Ryan? Yeah, betwixt, meaning between. Very good word.
For a Christian Mason to keep his testimony strong.
Azukajo, Chungong.
It's very hard because the Masonic Lodge will just suck all the spiritual fire off of you. So you need to get out of it because the devil is after you. And even though it might seem good at the time, you know, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. And I'd say almost the same thing to the Mormons. Except the problem is with the Mormons, you're totally worshiping a false God. You're totally worshiping a false Jesus. You're following a plan of salvation, which is absolutely false. And you're in a very dark, Mormonism is honestly darker than Masonry, in my humble opinion. So if you're in the Mormon church, you probably don't feel that evil. But the men at the top of the Mormon church are devil worshipers. And that spiritual power is percolating downward into you and into your family because of the way headship and authority works in the world. So again, you need to get out of the Mormon church. You need to find a good Christian church that really believes in the
Joe Blue. Hey, Roger, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Bible. And, again, renounce it. Renounce your baptism. And if you've been to the temple, renounce your temple vows. And then go and get baptized by a Christian pastor, and you'll be hopefully on your way. But all three of those paths ultimately will end in the same place, even though the one seemed much darker than the other two. But
how well is a lead well?
Roger.
How well is a lead well?
How's the new job?
And how does a lead well when it's lead? What? He said, Vicky says, how's your new job? He's not in chat. That's because the link's not in. I took the link down for some reason. Or it fell down. It must have fell down. It must have fell down. Nearly finished anyway. This is
the
finished.
devil
About half an hour ago though, so I need to find something.
Disguises himself as an angel of light, Paul tells us, so that he can deceive us. So that's what I would say. Trust in Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Don't trust in Joseph Smith. Don't trust in the false Christ.
Hell no. Certainly don't trust in Mr. Joseph Smith, especially when they're being talking about Joes.
The Masonry was called Hiram Beef, and certainly don't trust in Satan.
Frankie boy, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, guys, I already did two videos today. I did 2 premieres already today, and then live stream.
Thanks for listening to this episode.
There we go.
Enough slept.
There we go. That one be done. I've got half an hour left. Wow. Let's see what we got. What can we have a look at? Let's see what's on the homepage. Let's see what be on the homepage. If there's anything interesting. Vitaly becomes Philippines. Johnny Somali. No, thank you. Michaela hitting out. TikTok. Horror, humor, too long. No, it's too long. Way too long. When eyelid surgery goes too far. No, I can't do that actually. the medical type thing. Oh, look, I'm FTFE top left, Dino though, 6 days ago. Still doing that crap. Idiots. Absolute idiots, man. Idiots. Hey, Heaven, how you doing?
Hi, Hen.
Good to see you.
I will read my emails, I promise.
Just missed the rest of the that third degree Mason story. I'm just looking for something to put on for the last half hour.
Wish Jeff would get banned.
I'm looking for something to put on for half hour.
And
Base
not by
couple,
me.
Andrew and Mitchell Wilson striking just hard. Jake is delusional.
I'm going home tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Vicky's going home tomorrow. The worst boxing gym. Who's that? Hey Roger, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Well,
Alright.
the gathering of
How's your new job?
Ain't started yet. It's gonna be Monday.
Oh.
I wish I were working because I'm gonna be.
here we go. I think we'll watch this. Trans TikToker gets misgendered over the phone. Let's have a look at this.
And I bet they kicked off.
I don't know. Let's have a look. It's 10 minutes long, so that'll do. That should bring me up to the 2 hour mark, and then I'm done for the day. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, guys, was thinking about doing, because someone wanted me to do that movie Gaslight. Remember the black and white movie, the 1944 movie Gaslight? They said it was, I can't remember who gave me it to do or wanted me to do it, just to review it. Actually review it, not watch it, sit and watch it like we do on a Friday night and that, but to actually review it like I do with, like every day sort of thing. With the movie Gaslight, they say it's possibly where the terminology gaslighting comes from, if you're gaslighting someone. So, and I've read up in it, it does sound like a mysterious type film. So if you're up for that, it's an hour and 57 long, so it's going to take a good few episodes to do it. So if you're up for that, I could start that tomorrow. If you're up for reviewing a black and white movie, and I can do it on YouTube as well because it's public domain. It's from 1944, and I checked to see if it had copyright, but it's now public domain. Oop, Ryan slipped that. So if you're wanting to do that, if not, I'll do something else. If you're cool with that, let me know.
We should get Alan to colorize it.
Yeah, Dino, don't cut your head to see that. Yeah, definitely. Say again. I'll get Alan to. Yeah, no, I don't need to. I don't need to because it's public domain. I can do it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's public domain, so it's all good.
It's still really good if he did. Though.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's on Internet Archive anyway, so that would be cool. Yeah, so we'll do that then. We'll start that. It's an hour and 57. So we'll start that tomorrow. That's cool. Right, let's do this video. Trans TikToker gets misgendered. Let's have a look at this. Maybe this is a little dodgy, but let's see if I get away with it.
All right.
Let's have a look. Right, that's it. Right,
What does millions stand for? Millions of people?
Right.
His name's Cookie.
Oh, right. So when it suits you, you don't like to, you use the nicknames.
Yeah.
You.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know by now, we live in a time, unfortunately, where anybody and anything can go viral. I think the last few years have really proven that. It gets ever so tiresome. So being as the internet likes to function in that way, the stuff that gets.
By the way, no idea who this guy is. Am I subscribed? No. J Dillon with a D-A. Oh, J Dillon. There you go, Dylan. It's DHILLON. If you want his link, I'll put it in, but I have no idea what he does. I mean, it's probably gossipy stuff. It came up on I look at some of the gossipy stuff sometimes, obviously. But yeah, let's have a look at it anyway. If you want the link, let me know. I'll pass it. Yeah, there we go.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of views most of the time is some of the most backward stuff you'll see. And in this episode today, we're going to be taking a look at a prime example of that, because
is it this person? Oh, this person is awful. It goes out to the cafes, and someone just says something slight, might not even misgender him. Well, whatever, him. I'm him because it's him. Glasses on. It was so obnoxious. Have you seen him before?
Nah.
Oh, Vicky, you have, haven't you? He's so obnoxious. Usually wears glasses.
Yeah.
He'll whinge about everything.
No,
and he'll be on live doing it at TikTok at the same time.
He's literally like a professional victim.
He says things like, "Oh, I was just given this gender at birth." Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my goodness, no! It was revealed at birth. I was just assigned this gender at birth. No, it was assigned at conception. It was revealed at birth.
Okay. Is it not the one that went into a cafe?
Yes.
And they had a funeral or
Probably.
a party or something, and they were asked to move, and
Probably.
And it's like, because of my gender, no, because they've got.
I don't know.
Function.
I don't know. But yeah, this fucker needs a right proper kick in the balls. Exactly, Baza. Exactly, Baza. Definitely needs a swift kick in the ghoul bugs.
No, but could you imagine,
the dangleberries.
Could you imagine if women moaned every time something happened to them in public,
I
online,
know.
or men? Like,
madness.
And just because you're special.
Right, let's have a look at this danglebat. Right, let's get rid of these
my gender was assigned at conception and known at birth.
That's it.
Too.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Same as me. That's what I just said. My gender was assigned at conception, revealed at birth. This person says, "Mom, I was just assigned a gender when I was born." No, it was revealed. You already had your gender.
You have a scan for the gender.
Exactly. Or you can have that. It's either revealed at birth or revealed at scan.
Okay.
There we go.
Influencer Lily Tino is going viral once again after claiming that a bank froze his account because of his low voice. Oh man, get me off this planet. So Lily Tino, in yet another video, surprise, is claiming to be the victim. We've never, ever seen that one before from this dude, have we?
I said, not a planet. He says, "Oh, get me off this planet." I says, "Not a planet, by the way." And Roger says, "Yeah, you're not on one."
Not at all. This is how they've built their big following, among other interesting videos that I don't really know why people are watching, but then again, I don't understand why people watch half the stuff that they do. But in a lot of videos, we have seen this dude go out in public places waiting to get misgendered, and then go ahead.
That's that person. See, as soon as he's got the glasses and lipstick on, you recognize him. Yeah, it is good, isn't it, Kim? I love that phrase. Assigned at conception, revealed at birth. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't even know what it was a saying. I just said it because that's how it is. That's exactly how it is, you know. I didn't even know it was an actual thing, but yeah, that's exactly how it is. So,
if
of course,
a man identifies as a baby and wears the nappy in public, are we all going to go, "That's okay"?
Oh, it's all
well,
right.
they are doing, aren't they?
You know what I mean, though? Like, is that a world that they want to live in, where people can literally dress as anything they want to?
Right.
Like, what about a PDF file identifying as a child and goes into a kid's nursery?
I know.
Do you know what I mean? The things that could happen because we live in this snowflake place.
Yep, exactly.
Turn the heat up, Vicky. Turn the heat up, and it'll all melt.
And complain about it online, because apparently playing the victim, it just sells so well. Not every single thing in people's lives needs to be posted on the internet. So just bear that in mind whilst watching another installment of...
You get these live streamers that do, on TikTok, they do it all the time. Kick streamers. Now there's party streamers as well. They just, every single, like that Jack Doherty, Johnny Somali, bloody hell. No, there's loads of them. Loads of them. World of T-shirts, Mr. Beast. Yeah, they're just all live streaming. I live stream quite a lot, but I do topics. They're live streaming their lives, and their lives is live streaming. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, and then
They go out just to cause trouble, live streaming and stuff. You know what I mean? Causing trouble in the streets, going up in North Korea and disrespecting their culture and stuff.
It's not just that; it's become acceptable for PDF files.
Yes,
To groom kids online
it is
and do what they want to do, and it's disgusting.
definitely not acceptable.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
I know.
People are treating it like it is acceptable, and it's not.
Yep.
If that was in real life, you do something about it.
Of course.
Lily Tino playing the victim.
Lily
Now, before we get
Tino,
into it,
that's
ladies and
it.
gentlemen,
That's
if you
it.
could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, and let's... Oh, man.
What's that, Frank? Transgenderism is just one of the tactics they used in Germany too. The time it was pushed to destroy Occupy Wall by the wall, street bank. Got you. It's lunacy, exactly, Solid.
Let's get into this heartbreaking story. Oh, man. So as you can see,
he's
the
already
video,
choking up here.
the video's caption, trans women are allowed to have low voices.
He's choking up. Roger's choking up. You got tissue for him?
Yeah.
No.
Bank freezes my account for
Sorry, Roger, you have to do your rip.
In the toilet.
You have to do your rip, man.
having a low voice. Let's just get into it.
Bank freezes my account because I have a low voice. You can you read that, guys? Yeah, bank freezes my account. And my account for having a low voice.
No, it's because you probably got a woman's name and you are a man. And you
Oh, wow. That's funny.
Recently
Did you
bought
call
a
me, sir?
plane ticket to visit my family in a few weeks, and lo and behold, my account got disabled, which is fine. That's normal. It's a big purchase. So I called up and I said, "Hey, my account got disabled." And they said, "Are you calling for yourself or on behalf of someone?" I said, "Nope, I'm on behalf of myself. I'm Lily." I said, "Lily, right? Yeah, Lily." Okay. And then they throw every security question.
Well, why wouldn't they be confused? Why wouldn't they be confused?
Rang up my bank and pretend and said he was me. My bank is gonna want to know what's going on.
Well, exactly. Why wouldn't they be confused when you're saying it's Lily, but you have a man's voice?
It's
and
Lily.
as far as they know, Lily is a girl's name. So it's quite natural to be confused about that. What's your problem?
Gilded.
Of the book. They're asking my everything, my mom's maiden name, like everything. And then they put me on hold, and a hold for a minute or two is fine because it was just like 1 or 2 purchases. Like there's not that much to review, but it's like 10.
Frank, they didn't magically hear a woman's voice. Go figure.
No, but like when you're saying about the security things, they asked my mom's maiden name and stuff. They do that to everybody, you dipstick.
Absolutely, you're right.
It's called security checks.
Derek, you're absolutely right. He does look a lot like you, to be honest. He really does. That guy in the right, obviously not Lily. Not Lily. But the TV's restarted itself. Right.
Did you call it Lily? Okay.
15 minutes, and it's like they're not looking at these purchases. They must be like talking to someone.
So guys,
they have to be suspicious. I'm
now you know, look, guys, Derek's actual good account that he never uses, his 87.1k subscribers account, is actually called J Dillon. He always uses his crappy Derek Nelson account. He never uses J Dillon. You know what I mean? Now we know, guys, he's actually a big YouTuber. Derek Nelson is a big YouTuber, earning lots of money. Look, see?
Oh yeah. You see what Kumu said? Strong chin.
Who?
Dylan. This is Dylan's actual account here. It's
Derek.
really him.
Yeah, Derek is actually J Dillon. Good, J Dillon. Yeah, JD, which actually is short. It just means just Derek. You know. So yeah.
Now I'm really confused now.
Only joking, Derek, bro.
almost certain they're suspicious because of my voice. They come back, and of course they call me sir. Immediately I say, "Nope, I'm not a sir. I'm a transgender woman."
Oh, no.
They said, "Oh, okay, I'm so sorry, sir." And it's like Okay, now I'm getting really up.
Well, how was he meant to know? You're on the phone, right? And even if he's in front of you, he doesn't have to say, "You're oh, sorry, miss," just because you want to be called miss. But give him a bit of the benefit that he was on the phone. You had a male voice and called yourself Lily. Why shouldn't he be confused? He's on the phone. He can't see you.
Yeah, but
What's a transgender woman anyway? What does that mean?
You ask the
It's a woman who's
that man there with his Star Trek t-shirt, Deep Space Nine t-shirt on.
This is
Looks like a dude to me.
Yeah.
Upset because it's obvious what's happening. And then they say, oh, by the way, we're going to be placing a 3 business day hold on your account, which basically means I have no money.
What a shame.
Rent is due in a few days, so don't know what I'm going to do about that.
I'm sorry, Sam.
Well, you are impersonating a woman, so maybe that's why.
That's exactly right. You are impersonating a woman. There you go.
What I don't get about these transgender people, though,
Well,
like I've noticed, the people that want to be women actually hate women.
Is that
Yes.
contacts he's wearing in his eyes? Because those eyes don't look real, dude.
I don't know.
I
Probably.
think it's jealousy. They're jealous because women get all the, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
I tell you, they want to be jealous of the periods and the menopause and all of it.
Of course.
How about now?
They'll tell you they've got a cycle. They'll tell you they've got a cycle.
Sure they do.
Yeah, a psycho. They are psycho.
Yeah, more like a psycho. More like a
I've
psycho.
seen men dressed as women say they've had miscarriages and everything.
Oh,
And you
really?
are literally taking some of that is the worst experience a mother can go through, and you are making a mockery of it.
Mitigating it, exactly.
Don't ever call him sir. Because hell.
No, don't sir.
Really upsetting. And just because of my voice,
Alex, yeah, you're right, Vicky Lowe.
It's true though.
Exactly.
I didn't
got a deeper
realize
voice than I have.
that in order to be a customer at this bank as a transgender person, I had to voice train. They should probably put that on their marketing materials so other trans people know not to
You can get
give
voice
that
trained,
bank.
Jeffy.
Oh, you had to voice train. Oh, wow. Oh, shame.
You should have
Isn't
done
that what they do with dogs?
Well, they
What,
can
Ryan?
also do, like characters on cartoons if you voice train properly. You can
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What did Ryan say?
Oh, no idea.
You know, this really
Mumble.
brings a tear to my eye. We have somebody who's facing.
Oh, don't cry, bro. Come on. Don't. I know
Man
it's sad. I know this guy's life is really, really sad that he has to go through life. People just calling him sad. I mean, sad. What's wrong with being called sad? I've never been called sad. I don't even get called sad.
Years ago, these people would have ended up in a mental institute.
Yeah, she's right.
Heaven just said, "Can you uterus train?"
Stick off. You know what? It's when they say they get period pains and stuff like what? Give your head a wobble.
And give it a wobble. Oh, wrong one. Give it a wobble.
Well, Aerosmith wrote a song
Obvious
about this.
discrimination, and they've been called a sir. On the bank, just doing their job here.
They're just doing the job. They had the guy's voice,
Yep,
followed by a woman's name. Had the guy. Oh, I'm talking. Had the guy's voice being called Lily. Yes, he's doing his job by being confused. Just saying, calling him Sir. So he was being like by calling him Sir, and of course you got to be confused if you're saying, "Oh, I'm a little man." Sorry, Ryan. Go on.
No, it's okay. It's just you know.
All right, cool.
No, he's protecting the guy's bank account. That's what he's doing.
All right, yeah, of course, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bet you had tears in your ears. Yes, I have had tears in my ears. Yes, I have. I've had tears pooling in my ears, especially lying down, But yeah, I have had tears in my ears. Yes, absolutely, Kim. Absolutely.
They try to protect his money. I mean, of course, if you are called Lily Tino and they hear somebody with a very, very deep voice, aren't they going to question something? But then, of course,
Absolutely, without a doubt. Without a
And
doubt.
rightly so.
Exactly. Same as if a lady's voice came in and said, "Oh, yeah, my name's Bill, mate. My name's Graham."
I'm gonna
No, well, but with the girl's voice, obviously. Sorry, I did that the wrong way around. With the girl's voice being called Bill or Graham, you know.
Let's hear your girl voice, PJ.
Oh, my name's Bill. My name's Graham. I can't do a girl's voice.
That's horrible, dude. That's horrible.
I know. Sounds gay.
So gay.
I sound so gay.
Okay.
Oh
my
my
God.
Into a fight, you start slapping.
Oh no way! How can they do this? And not feel embarrassed. I felt embarrassed doing that.
Yeah.
I was
Maybe a
affronted.
little.
I was affronted.
of course, being called a sir is the most troubling thing. How dare the people on the phone call him a sir? It's very clear what is going on here. Transphobia. Not everybody is a victim, and you certainly aren't. And let's just check out some of the comments because, you know, on TikTok, it seems to be pretty liberal, as we know, but even they aren't having this stuff. One person goes on to say, I'm a woman, a real woman, and I get called sir all the time because of my deep voice. Get over it. Please stop this, sir.
There you go. And
Yeah,
that's
in
a
other words,
real woman. Yeah, that's a real woman saying, get over it. I get called sir because I've got a deep voice and I'm a real woman. Just get over it. You know? That's a real woman saying that. So how can this imitation, not even a good imitation, of a woman, not get over it? Hey,
How do you pretend to be an innie anyway? I don't know how that works.
Do you know what I don't get though? Like in hundreds of years, when these people have died and their graves need reusing, they're gonna look and go, "How come it says the woman's name, but it's a man's bones?"
Not. It's not.
Yeah,
Who
the
was this?
Freemason,
Please stop.
you don't have that problem.
Please stop this, sir.
It's psychological.
Oh, aye.
Over the phone, you still get upset over being called sir. They call it how they hear it. If you have a deep voice and you call somebody up, do you think they're going to go, oh yeah, this is obviously a woman?
No.
No. Somebody else goes on to say, sorry they tried to protect your money.
I mean, you hear a deep voice over the phone, you don't turn around and say, oh, sorry, can I just ask, what is your pronouns? Are you a he, she, they, what is your, would you, you know, you don't, that's not what normal conversation goes like. You know, hello, hello. Oh, could I just ask your pronouns first before we continue to talk?
I think we should go around asking women, do you have a vagina? And being rude about it. That way they'll get tired of it and then maybe they'll do something about these dumbasses.
Well, remember, the Rod guy actually asked what Keith's gender was, you know. What do you prefer to be called? What's your pronouns?
They're trying to be something they're never going to be.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Well, science will catch up and we'll be able to transgender properly.
I'm going to identify the billionaire.
Do it. See if it works.
Yeah.
I agree. I used to work at a bank. They were trying to protect his account. But obviously this person doesn't see that because they got called a sir. So, you know, it's obviously transphobia. It's just discrimination. And all of these comments, right, are pretty much the same. You get mad for literally no reason. They're literally doing their jobs. Lily, don't you have literally anything else to do? What would you do with your life if you weren't a professional victim, sir? Yeah, what would they do? That's not the only video.
What would you do with your life if you weren't a professional victim, sir?
It's a professional victim because that is exactly what it wants to be, and it's sad.
Um,
Do you know what, right? Women have gone through shite, right, to be the women we are now. And these dickheads try and take it away from us, and it's ridiculous.
It is. It is. Jules just says, I'd say
I think it's no dickiness, isn't it?
That's a good one.
Do you know what I don't get though? Like, these people, we are meant to stop and respect them and call them what they want to be called and that. If they had any self-respect, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
Exactly. Thomas says it's disrespectful to a real woman to call a man a woman. Exactly, Thomas. Exactly. Jules just says, I'd say you're right, and I'd slam the phone, dude. Too right.
Well, if you don't have a womb, then you're not a woman, are you?
Exactly right. Exactly right, bro. Thomas says exactly, Miss McGee. Solid says preach.
Do you know, it pees me right off, and it does. Like, these people take everything that women are and go through and just make a mockery of it. Do you know, most women have had to fight, to even in anything, they've had to fight to get to where they are. And you've got a man saying, oh, well, no, because I'm a woman. You're not a frigging woman. You're a bloke in a dress. Get a grip.
Exactly. I just don't get why he wants to be a woman. Why? I mean, bodily wise, I mean, he can't go through that, what they go through bodily. They can't get pregnant. He can't have a cycle like a woman has. And if he says he really wants to, as an actual biological man, I think he's bullshitting. He wants to have the look of a woman, to feel like a woman, but to have the not the bad side of it. Because if they say they really, really want to menstruate, no, they don't. No, they don't. Bullshit.
They just want sexual attention, and they're not getting it. That's probably most of it.
They want some freaky. It's freaky. It's freaky attention. You know, and that's what it is.
It is men dragging down women, and it is like calling us cis. I don't know any biological woman that's ever wanted to be called a cis woman.
Yeah, you called me cisgender male. You know what I mean? I never call myself cis.
Exactly.
I don't know what it means. What does cis mean?
Cis to me is the first part of the word cistern, and that's what you get at the back of the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. It means tank of water.
Pisses me off, and it's just like these. Do you know what pisses me off even more?
Babe, chill with the language.
No, right?
Chill with the language.
These men are more protected than any woman. Any woman. If a woman goes out and a man says something to her and is vulgar to her because she's a woman, that's okay. But if it does it to a man in a dress, it's against the law.
Yep, absolutely. If I beat that dude up that he's talking about on the video there, I'd be done for beating up a woman. Crazy that stuff.
Yeah, but it fights like a man.
Yes, probably beat me up.
These people can't even handle being called sir. There is no way they would like one period.
No, of course not. Of course not.
I want to show you guys, and I've seen this one going around many times. It is on 5.3 million views.
At the state of it. Look at the state of that.
It's not impressive. I'm going to tell you right now.
And it's about him going into a women's restroom and claiming to be the victim. Again,
I was just in the women's room at a cheesecake factory.
Why were you in the women's room?
Well, you shouldn't have been there. Exactly. You shouldn't have been there at all. You just broke. To me, that would, once upon a time, that would have been. I mean, that would. It's frowned upon now. Once upon a time, you've been beating the crap out of for doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if you. I'm saying, imagine a parent's in with a kid, and then it's coming in, pretending to be the same sex as the kid, but no, it's not. It's disgusting.
They're innovative. They're stepping across the line.
Hold on, there's two people talking.
Sorry.
Roger, go.
Yeah, so they're innovative. They're stepping across the line. They're bending reality beyond its belief.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead, Vic.
If I walked into a loo and there was a man in a dress, I would kick off.
I saw that yesterday, Vicky. I was in Walmart buying some a few things, and there was a dude walking out of the girls' bathroom, dressed in drag, and looking both ways as he came out of the bathroom.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what pisses me off though? Like in the UK, Roger, we've had women marching on the streets because we have to share prisons with these people. Women in prisons are some of the most vulnerable women in our country, and they are sticking them in jail with men who have committed SA offences.
Yeah.
And that's okay because do you know what? Their right to identify as what they identify as comes before the safety of all women.
That's it. That's it.
I call them psychopaths. I identify them as psychopaths. Yeah.
Psychopathy. Yeah, absolutely.
The last time I was in the joint, I had a guy threaten my life, and he was what do you call it? They gave him privileges so he could go places, and
Right.
I didn't sleep for 2 or 3 weeks, dude.
Don't blame you.
Oh, my bad.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you, man.
So imagine that with a transgender woman in your jail. That would be even harder.
Sack that, man. That's
There was a
awful.
man
I don't know about harder.
in the UK, right?
What?
There was a man in the UK who raped a woman, right? And while he was waiting to go on trial and that, he said he was now a woman. They bear in mind he's been done for raping a woman. They put him in a woman's jail.
Yeah, it's wrong. Completely wrong. It's bad. It's bad. It's ridiculous.
When I walked in,
Why are you in there?
There was this little girl, like 3 years old.
Exactly. There was a little girl 3 years old in there. So you shouldn't have been.
Tops. She was standing there alone, I assumed, waiting for her parent who was in the stall. And all the stalls were full. So like I couldn't go in. I just had to wait. And it was me and this little girl and no one else. And she kind of looked at me like, and, you know, I just like nodded my head and didn't look at her. I was like, you know, it's kind of awkward. And it occurred to me that when the parent, who I don't know, leaves the stall, exits their stall and sees me, a trans person, and their little 3-year-old daughter, that they might make an assumption based
Can't imagine
on
why.
untrue things that they've heard. An assumption that could be.
How about if you didn't go into the toilets looking like that, they maybe would make
an
that
assumption when you walked
stereotypical
in.
assumption. Go on, Ryan.
It was an assumption until you went into the bathroom. Then you broke the law, and the law exceeds your feelings. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Shouldn't have been there in the first place.
The safety
They shouldn't have had to come to that awkward situation. If you hadn't been like this, if you'd gone to the toilet you're meant to go to in the first place, this situation would not have occurred.
Do you know what, right? If you want to play victim in that, go and use the disabled toilets. Don't use women's toilets. Women and children are not safe in women-only spaces. Not safe anywhere now because men are dressing as women and we have to
Vice
respect
versa.
their thing.
And vice versa.
Aye. But we have to respect their thing over the fact that a woman's safety. Like,
Exactly.
nah, mate.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Be very-
I got a solution, PJ. You're right here. We make a
Say again?
transgender bathroom just for all the freaks to go into.
So you're saying all the companies, all the businesses in the whole entire United States, in the whole world, have to add a bathroom special just for some jackass who wants to be called a gender.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
They
No.
go in the gender they
Come
were born toilet,
Freaking.
or they go in a disabled toilet. I don't know. Go home and go toilet.
We don't
DJ
have
Newman.
disabled toilets over here.
Hey, DJ Newman, good to see you. Yeah, you can join the panel to cry to me. I'm finishing about 5 minutes, but you can join the panel to cry, DJ.
He'll have electric tears, dude.
Yeah.
Dangerous for me, unsafe for me.
It's unsafe for you.
Instead of waiting,
It wouldn't have been unsafe for you if you hadn't put yourself in that situation.
so it's not unsafe for the child or the mother.
Exactly.
Poor dude.
For that to potentially happen, I left the bathroom and decided I didn't need to pee that bad.
Oh, there you go.
Trans people
Then
go
why'd you
through
go in
this
there in the
thought
first place,
process.
jackass?
If you didn't need to be that bad, why were you in there in the past? Oh, come on. This is just trying to get pity, self-pitying, self-victimizing. You made yourself this way. You want to be this way. You shouldn't have been in those toilets. Simple as.
Do you know what? I get birth 3 kids, and I swear, even during all of my labours put together, I did not moan as much as this little bitch.
Exactly.
The question is, this is political, isn't it? This is a political play.
Well, it ends up being like that, yeah, absolutely.
No, this is a desperate attempt for psychopaths to convince you to feel bad for them.
That as well.
Next, they'll have fucking service.
Babe, swearing.
Time there in a bathroom. And it's not okay. And it's important to talk about because it happens all the time.
Do you know how you solve this issue? Just use about restroom. I don't know. I know I'm not the smartest of guys, but a lot of the time I do come out with some very, very intelligent things. I don't get how, again, somebody is claiming to be the victim in this situation. You know, to walk into a women's restroom and you then feel awkward for some reason and then claim to be the victim, you think it's dangerous for you, is the prime definition of left is right, up is down, and common sense is hard to find. And again, surprisingly, the comments...
It's flats. It's it. Just because I'm in a wheelchair, I now have to be subjected to all the weirdos.
Look, I'm a
Now you're one of
table, so if I've got to suck it up, so have you.
Well, I've never seen a transgender woman go into the boys' room yet. So.
No.
Wait a minute. You're right. So what's that about, huh?
Right, here's DJ in your mood. Hello.
Hey, DJ.
Hello?
How we doing?
You hear me?
We
can. We can hear you, bro.
Yeah, that's my real voice.
It's like, well, we can tell. How you doing?
Did you have a fake one? I missed that part.
Oh, you missed it.
It was ace, man. It was ace. Fantastic. That was so funny.
Yeah, I have a fake one.
It's fantastic.
No, I say if I can join the panel and cry, it's a joke. But at the same time, last night I cry a little bit because I was on the Sovereign stream, and when he was bashing on the French guy, like I'm French, and like I came in the stream. And he was bashing on it. You motherfucking French, you motherfucker. Like, I was like, okay. And I know it's not about me or nothing, but like after a couple of minutes and so I didn't say nothing, but I didn't sleep, and I was thinking about this all the night. I don't know why, and I wake up like very, very like angry.
Okay.
I don't know why, and I still like. Right now watching like your stream, I was lurking and I see the guy like faking crying and everything, and I'm like I know it's not about me, but I think I need to like just stop thinking about this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, listen, Sov's got a sharp tongue.
So this is my crying.
Sov's got a sharp tongue. If he's just going to say things that would hurt that guy. It's not personal towards you.
Yeah, I know him.
I understand.
I watch him all the time.
Yeah,
and you
He
don't.
said he was joking, PJ. He said he's just joking, but he, get it. It's a joke. He gets it. I think he gets it. I think everybody ought to be able to get it. If somebody makes a joke about something and you take it personally, that's you that's taking that personally. The person that said it didn't necessarily make that personal. You're the one that confirms it by making it personal. So be careful, because sometimes, you include yourself in something that wasn't intended for you. You know what I mean? Like if I wanted to insult you, I could probably think of a few things to say to you directly so that you understood I meant it towards you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I would be vague and just kind of throw it out there. It would be more like, you and I have a problem and we need to deal with it. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, I'm gonna pick on you until you figure out that I'm mad at you. That's a woman thing to do, right? You know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's going with like a national
hold on,
pride
hold on,
thing.
hold on. Chill says, but the guy was unbearable. And Derek says, I wouldn't take it personal, DJ. Sov was likely a tad triggered and simply wanted to insult the guy. That's why I said, Derek, I'm sure
And
when
the
pressed,
guy is
he
not
probably
a
wouldn't have
French.
real issues with the average French person. Of course
The
he
guy
hasn't.
is
Of
not a
course he hasn't.
French.
Listen, he slags off America. He slags off his own country. So if he slags off his own country, he'll slag off any nationality if he's angry at that person. Of course he's going. He's just saying things that would hurt that guy. He's right. He's right.
Well, doesn't he also say in his opening? He says in his opening, he says, "Don't trust whitey" or something like that. Remember? So why would he say that about white people when he's a white person? Do you see what I'm saying? I think it's more tongue in cheek. I wouldn't take it seriously.
Of course it's tongue in cheek.
I think it was because that guy was being a jerk, and he was using that to try to show him what he was doing, because he was mocking us as flat earthers. You see what I'm saying? I think he was more like throwing face. It was more of a, you know what I'm saying? Because I know Sav a little bit, maybe not better than everyone else, but I know how Sav works. He's an intellectual guy, right? He wants to get you. When he insults you, he's going to get you with an intellectual thing, and it's going to make you think. See what I'm saying? So I think maybe that's why it's, you know, you can construe it as seeing it as he's attacking like French, but I don't think it had anything to do with that. I think it was him showing the other guy like how you're being cheesy about us being flat earthers and saying we're dumb, but yet when I call you French, then you get an attitude. See what I'm saying? He was showing, you know, he was basically doing the comparison and making him show his true colors.
Yeah. Me, if you say like I'm French, whatever, this guy is not French. He's French Canadian like me, but he's kind of like a Sean Onkin one. You know, he's like a guy who look like really weird, and he don't know anything, and he think he know everything. So I was watching Saul telling him, "You motherfucking French," and this guy is like, I was like, oh no, I don't. I have to just shut the fuck up, DJ. Shut up, wait. And this morning I wake up and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna step back. It's weird, but I put all my video in private. I release a song in French, and I'm waiting. I'm like this. I'm like this. I'm like this, and it's not a bad song. It's a song about flat Earth. But it's a song I was supposed to release yesterday, just before this. It's weird that this happened. So I still release it. I release it today. It's just a song.
Did you say you put all your other videos in private?
Yeah, they're all in private because I was like, what I'm gonna do if like I was in a thinking mode.
Well, I've still got some of your videos downloaded here in the StreamYard, so I've still got some.
Like me, I found the best life ever. I live on a mountain alone. We are like 2,000 people here. I talk to everyone. Everyone say hi. There's no gun. There's one store and one gas station. No police. No nothing. You do something, we get you. That's the way. And we don't have gun. We don't have nothing. Everyone is happy here. So when this guy say, "Oh, you're French," right? Because this guy live in a city. And you live there. It's the same if you live in the US or whatever, gun, no gun. If you're in a city, you're fucked. You see? Me, I live on the mountain. I have the best life. If I stop YouTube, I just don't care. I'm just gonna lurk and never talk, you know. But when I watch you today, you know, this morning, it reminds me that it's bigger than this. You know, I don't want to cry. But you guys are bigger than this. Solve everyone.
Of course.
That's why I made those videos, because Geran and everything were like you for me before.
Yeah.
I stopped all of them, and now I'm with you. And it was just like you know, like a slap, but not in my face, but like very close. You know,
It's stung a little. It's stung a little. I get it.
But I realize it's not on me, you know, and I think I have to work on myself. So
well, we all do. Iron sharpens iron, bro. Iron sharpens iron.
Sometimes things get to you when they probably normally wouldn't, but it happens. Like I let things get to me sometimes.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
if you let it out, problem shared is a problem halved.
Well, that's it. That's it.
I've
That's
had
true.
problems with
Hi, Vicky.
I've had problems with people calling me American. Actually, I've been at a couple of parties and I've had foreigners get you Americans.
How dare them?
I know,
That-
and they want to get into a fight with me.
But here in
Alcohol.
Canada, English and French, it's always like this. It's liberal versus Quebec, because Quebec, the French Quebecois, the French people here, they always want to separate ourselves, not be globalist with Canada, with the world, and always want to be independent. But it was always the liberal, the same, the same weird or whatever.
Professional victims.
But now I know that liberal or not, they are all in the same team. This is another subject. But you guys are like very important for me. And I have another song to release. I've got to release
You're
it.
important. You're important too. Also, everybody's important.
Everyone's important.
And I'm just gonna put back my video public.
Cool.
I didn't
Excellent.
delete anything, but this morning I was like, maybe
I put out
just
2 videos this morning. I put out 2 today so far on this live. Yeah. I was busy. It's because I got a couple of days of decent sleep. So
I get what he's saying though.
of course, I get what you're saying.
I mean, like the Scottish, the Welsh, and the Irish all hate the English.
They don't. That's old school stuff.
No, I know.
It's
exactly.
It's more about the country than the people.
No, I know, but still, as somebody that's born here, that dig sometimes it can hurt, but it stings.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, you
It
know when
happens
there's
all
like
over
the
the place.
trucker,
Every nationality.
the trucker and the COVID and everything, right? When the trucker realized, okay, French people and English have to unite. Oh, now you see all the trucker, English and French in Canada, united against Trudeau. Boom! Everything stopped. And then Trudeau say, okay, now there's no more COVID. You can go. You are free. You're not. You can go outside your house. What? No. The French and the English people together, all the trucker, made that stop. And Trudeau say, "Oh, I stop it. I put them in jail." No, it's all lie.
Let me ask you a question, DJ.
We reunite it all together and we fight it and we win.
The human race as a whole needs to.
Yes, Ryan.
No.
I think Ryan wants to say something.
As a Christian body, we need to be together, but the human race together, no. God, Jesus came to divide. It's not about being together. That is a new. What you're talking about? No, of course not. It's not about hating each other, but it's a new coming together. Like I mean, to me, that's. No, that's like sounds like a new world order saying coming together. Yes, as a Christian body we do, but not of course. But that's not going to happen ever. It's not going to happen. It wouldn't. It's not. It doesn't say it in scripture. It's not. That's not going to happen. It's going to get worse. So it's just not going to happen like that. It's just not. It sounds a good thing. Unity sounds like a good thing, but it's not when there's bad influence in unity. When you're in unity with a load of people, so a lot of bad influence comes in.
I'm sorry if I'm a little bit nervous. It's like the first time on a panel.
Don't worry about it, bro.
The first time I use my voice.
You're all good. You're all good.
But I'm really French. I don't speak English. I speak English, but I'm not English. Like, it's been 10 years. I only watch and do stuff and everything in English. Only. No TV. I don't have a phone. I'm not plugged on a cell phone. I don't use microwave. I have a Faraday bed. I do everything possible. And I'm 40 something years old.
I'm 40.
But
40.
people say I look 25.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So
I'm 48.
So yeah, now I end up on the mountain. I think I cannot do better, but there's something inside me that I have to work on it. That's the thing, sometimes someone can say something like this, and I jump on it instead of thinking about it. I jump too fast on stuff.
Like Heaven just said there, look. Heaven just said it there, look. DJ, you're doing a great job. Bravo!
How can we see the comment? Oh, I can't get it.
The right tab.
Oh,
I hear myself.
He's got YouTube on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Me?
I had to mute you.
No,
I had to
it
mute
was
you.
Ryan.
Oh,
Hello?
I have
Hello?
loud.
No.
Come back in again, dude.
Okay, now I see the comment because I'm on StreamYard now.
Right, hold on. Let me. No, hold on. Let me just get the comment back up.
I was only in the private
There you
chat.
go.
Okay, I see how
DJ, you're
it's
doing a
working
great
now.
job. Bravo.
Hello, Iron Song. Bonjour, ça va bien?
And yeah, excellent job, bro, with those videos. They're fantastic.
They're amazing.
They're excellent. They're excellent.
I would have problems making that myself, I promise you.
They're great, man. They're great. What's it got to do? What's it got to do? Got to play out with the song. It's
My cat got a fight. My cat just
Closing
got a
time.
fight. So
Your cat's sort of fun.
Your cat's in the fight.
you want to go outside?
Okay.
You gotta go out there with the birds now.
Don't fall down that mountain. Hey, don't fall down that waterfall, Roger.
Go there and that picture of us.
Yeah, my cat live outside, but he sleep inside and he eat inside.
I had a dog that catch birds, man. You ever seen a
Oh.
dog catch a bird?
No.
You go after sparrows and finches, and it was successful.
So you were about to end your stream?
I think
Yeah, it's finished now. I've been on for 2.5 hours, so yeah, finished now anyway. I'm just going. Vicky wants me to show her in some photos, so 2 secs. First, it's photos that me and Vicky took yesterday. She's been silly. Right,
I don't know what is going on with my face and all.
Shut up, you weirdo. She's an umpty. Share. Window. I'm gonna play out with Harry Mark, then another one.
I'm scrolling the
I want to
comment,
play out
guys.
with I want to play out with since I'll play out with Harry Mark, and I will play out with I'll play out with Harry Mark first, and then I'll play out with one of DJ New Moons because he's here.
What a cute couple on
Hold
the
on, Dave.
picture there.
Hold on. Yeah, that's me.
It's the
That's
first
me,
time I
Vicky.
see you.
That's me and Vicky.
Hello, Vicky. This is Vicky. The first time.
That one. That was yesterday. That's after we came back from the funeral.
He's gonna lick you. Better run, Vicky.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. So that was for Heaven. Well, everybody else seen them as well. So there you go. Done. So
You guys are adorable. Let's put it
That was cool. Thank you, guys. You make my day.
Cool. Right, let's play with the Harry Mark, and then we'll do DJ New Moon afterwards. Right, Harry Mark first.
If you have my video downloaded.
Freestyle rapper?
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
You guys want to
You
hear
cannot
freestyle?
play it. They are
Come
not
on,
there
man.
anymore.
Okay, so I'm gonna freestyle off the top.
Yeah, but I've got them. I've actually got them in my files, and I've got about. Hold on, let me just see. I've got in here. I have got. I'll tell you which ones I've got of yours in StreamYard. I've got some of yours in here.
Mate, will you pass my phone?
2 seconds, babe. Isn't it?
But,
I've got the Matthew 7-8.
You
I've
have
got
3, I
I've got
think,
Space is
4.
Fake. I've got
Yeah.
Enoch 77. I've got Tierra Plana. I've got Made by God. I've got about 5.
I have like. I think
I'm a
about
thief.
30.
I'm a kleptomaniac.
Top of the dome. So can each of you give me like a creative word?
Sorry, DJ. You were going to say something.
No. Go. Play the rapper. Go.
Oh, yeah. Harry Mark. Yeah.
Word to inspire my freestyle. Okay.
Bless you, Thomas.
Purple. I love it.
All together.
all together. Hell yeah. Bus and Denver. Purple, all together, bus and Denver. Y'all ready?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go, man. Yeah.
Purple, my favorite color.
Yeah. Yo, every time I rhyme in the cipher circle, I'ma get you high like you're smoking the purple. Yeah, I'ma make sure rappers melt and get you lifted like you're smoking on the top shelf. Y'all know I'm about to leave the instrumental smothered. Purple on your hoodie, homie, that's my favorite color. I'ma put it down, cause you know I keep my raps tight. Matter of fact, I crunch through the beat like a cat bite. Y'all know I'm here getting raw. I'm wildin' out when I'm performing like I'm playing some ska. Yeah, and y'all know I've rapped since the middle school hallways. I seriously kill always. That's S-K-A when I spell it out. My own story on the game I'ma tell about. Yeah, Mac got that amazing swag. Through the finish line, they waving the racing flag. I get it done, harder, so let's get it from. Boosting up my money and stacking my income. I know that y'all need this. I'm the rap Jesus, and both of y'all are matching 3 stripes on the Adidas. Yeah, my lyrics always clever. Compared to other rappers, bro, I'm always better. Yeah, cold outside, so grab your sweater. Yeah, I'm about to bring us all together. Yeah, cause there ain't nobody who could hate this. I mean, I'm all together the greatest, all together the illest, all together the smartest. And when I'm rhyming my bars, all together the hardest. I put it down for all my people, y'all know I amaze ya. Wave the flag, cause Max is
2 seconds, sorry to do that. Yeah, Luke, yeah, always. Usually from Tuesday to Friday, I do this time. Oh no, sorry. Oh yeah, I do, because I usually do twice on a Tuesday. So Tuesday to Friday, I do this time. I also do twice on a Tuesday, so I do Tuesday 8 o'clock as well. But yeah, so from Tuesday to Friday at this time, and sometimes at the weekend. But Tuesday to Friday, definitely, I do it this time. Luke. Nice one, bro.
Street racer, and y'all know that I'm a god. I'm copping the Nissan, hit it with the mods. Matter of fact, I be pulling up in Maserati. I'm hard body whenever I'm rhyming, my flow is godly. Everybody be coming together soon as they hear it. I'm lifted from out the spirit, the nicest one with the lyrics. I'm making it happen when it be coming to rapping, I'm vital. Yeah, I turn your eyes into these spirals. Yeah, I got them twisting round and round. H-Mac, I came through to astound the sounds. And y'all know I dropped the rarest verse. I'm necessary. I be bringing air to earth. Without Mac, can't nobody lock it in. They can't breathe without me, they lacking oxygen. Yeah, I'ma break it down for y'all, you know I got the dopest vibes. I'm the sun, you can look at me, cause those are polarized. Yeah, hey yo, y'all know I bring no glare. Make them aware, when I be rapping, dog, it isn't fair. Of course they trust that Mac gon' bust. I get around the city like I'm riding on a bus. When I feel a lyric on my brain, I gotta let go. Said I'm dropping the bus heavy like Metro. Underground like a subway, and I spit it in a plush way. Grip up on the mic to bust a phrase. And y'all know I bring the hype shit. Mike's lit, my lyrics are cleaner than your white kicks. Yeah, H-Mac calling the outfit out. I be on the craziest route, I'm making it known. This gon' be a day you remember when Mac got busy kicking lyrics in Denver. Every time I'm rhyming, man, I got the people bugging. Every verse I spit is worth a gold nugget. Yeah, H-Mac, I break it down. Y'all know they can't stop me. I'm elevated at peak of the Rockies. I'm on another level when I bring the raw bravado. They feel me from Los Angeles way out to Colorado. And every time I'm spitting, I be flowing off the head top. Whether on the streets or rocking stages at Red Rocks.
Nothing stopped him, bro. He's too
He's ace, isn't he? He's fantastic, man.
Hey, PJ, can I ask you your opinion right quick? I want to share something with you right fast.
Go for it.
Okay. What do you think of these two right here? These are my next 2 strings for a name. So take your time.
I'll give me a home with a buffalo roam. I hope I dope a slow fast.
You read that backwards. The last part.
On the level, yeah. On the level. Hope I dope a slow. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
You know
what? I like that. Hold on. Full screen. There you go. You can see it better. Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. Excellent.
I just found out something because I found a way to select all my video and put it back public and one click. But in the same option, maybe because the option is like you have title, description, tag, visibility. So I put the visibility and I put all public. So they're all public. But all those options, audience, category, comment, blah, 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 you can go on each of one and change it. And Bob is gonna change it on all your video, your entire YouTube.
Wow.
It's crazy, eh? You can change like a description, a title, a tag, or license.
Absolutely. So what one should we do? Should we do Matthew 7:8, Space is Fake, Tierra Plana, Made by God?
The last one.
Made by God. All right, let's do it.
The last one, yes.
Step by step, as we climb through the noise, we will rise. Voices strong, we won't shy. Love the light, let it drive. We are breaking chains. We are igniting flames. we are made by God.
Others cry in a false ball dream in space with the god far away. We'll awake this time.
Right, there we done. And we are done. Right, guys, bless you. Thanks for being with us. Thanks
Yeah.
for spending time with us. I will either see you in Flatters. And
Love
if not,
you,
I'll
much love, guys.
bless you, DJ in your mood. And if I don't see you in Flatters, I'll see you tomorrow. And we are doing the breakdown. We're going to review that movie. So it's going to be a few episodes. It's an hour and 57. It's not just watching the movie. We are reviewing it. So apparently it's where the saying gaslight come from. I've read the synopsis for it. It sounds like a mysterious movie where there's going to be like some.
What time's that?
It's tomorrow, 2 p.m. Why?
Because I'm going home.
I know. It's 2 p.m.
Okay.
2 p.m. normal time. So yeah, 2 p.m. normal time tomorrow, 2 p.m. GMT, and we'll start it tomorrow. It'll take, like I say, it'll take a good few episodes to get it finished, and at least we can do it on YouTube because it's YouTube because it's now public domain. It's from 1944, black and white movie, now public domain, so we can do it on YouTube as well. Aaron Song said, DJ and Vicky, once again, you facilitate my favorite way to start the day. Thanks, Aaron.
I have just a last question. Is StreamYard picking up the audio of my computer?
No.
If I do this?
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I had that,
Okay. All right.
That was ace when you did that. Didn't it?
Have a great night. It's almost night for you, or
It's yes, near enough. It's nearly 5 p.m. It's nearly 5 p.m.
okay. It's we say dinner because it's 12, but
Okay.
it's
Okay.
not the supper, you know.
So, right, yeah. So, well, for me up in Scotland, where I'm from in Scotland, I would say supper is at 5 o'clock. So down here, supper would probably be 8 o'clock. 5 o'clock is tea, and 12 is lunch. So I think. Well, what is it for you?
So you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then if you have supper, you have supper.
There you go. Then there you go. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
Bye, Roger. Bye, Vicky. Bye, Ryan.
Yes, guys. Here the sunset's free.
Bye, Kat.
It's
Ilan
free.
Indeed.
Indeed, guys. Ta-ta.
Say this,